Hello everybody, welcome to CPL Match of the Week. I'm Neblime, joined by Zesky. It's a fine morning in Australia, isn't it, Zesky?
Yeah, very fine.
Even finer to be casting more CPL action, for sure. We're in week 2. I'm sure community casters have already got stuck in, but the official cast is here as well. Once again, Fightin Aiurish are back on the stream, but we have a new team we haven't cast on the Match of the Week yet. Cattlebruisers getting in there. Man, we got Protoss and Zerg on one team, and, actual spread of races on the other. That's interesting.
Yeah, mostly Terran and Zerg, but we have got FridgeRaider there representing our Protoss brothers and sisters.
Nice. I've seen some groups that are like all TVZ or like 4 TVTs out of the 5 matches and stuff like that. There is some ridiculousness that happens, but I think we've got a well-balanced set of matches today, and these are the tier zeros, the cream of the crop. The people who have had most of them, I think, have had quite a journey in CPL to get to this point, and they're ready to kick ass, basically, and they have been kicking each other's asses. The games last week were incredible. They were so close. They were so hype. Even though a lot of 2-0s, the 2-0s even were close. So I'm very excited. I expect a lot of these games. I'd be disappointed if they weren't amazing, but I'm sure they will be. What do you reckon, Zesky? Should we start it up?
I'm most confident that they're going to be good quality. I mean, we've got some pretty big names in here as well. We've got Justice, Lanaishot, FridgeRaider, Bojack. I'm for sure we're going to have some very nice games. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's not
Hell yeah.
wait around for too long. People here to see games after all.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure they're waiting. Alright. Starting here. In the bottom left, we have Grast in the orange. And in the bottom right, over here, we have Justice in the purple. Here on Silford, starting game 1. So, a good old TVP to start us off. And they have nice turn rate. That's always good to know.
Yeah, so no complaining, alright?
That's right. They've gotten out there complaining now. So Grast here is going to be for Cattlebruisers. And we have Justice on the other side. Oh, I'm getting swapped up. For Fightin Aiurish here.
Yeah. A lot of options on Silford. I know 2-base play tends to be pretty popular from Terran, particularly since that third base tends to be either a mineral only or a reduced gas base. So, and I also hear a lot of Terrans complain about TVP on this map specifically because it is quite an awkward map to try and get out of that third base position. But let's see how Justice handles it.
Yeah, I think I quite like it for Terran, honestly, as you probably know, because I like splitting the map, and it's a great map for Terran to split the map, because all you have to do is sort of bully the other main. You don't even have to take it, and it's pretty easy for Terran to win in that situation. Now, of course, there's a lot of bumps on the road until then, and a lot of strategies Terran might employ, Protoss might employ, so it's not as simple as I'm making it sound, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan for TVP anyway.
Yeah, if you can get out of that third base and into that fourth base, you're in a really nice spot. But that third to a fourth base situation is quite difficult to get out of. There's a lot of different paths Protoss can take. They can really get on top of the Terran because there's not really many places you can build turrets. It's quite a difficult position to be in. But it looks like we got Justice going up to 12 o'clock first, last scouting the Protoss, which isn't too big of a deal, since Grast is also doing the same thing.
They'll meet there. Ooh, Zealot coming out, though, here. So there is going to be some pressure. And, on this map, I do kind of like it, because your opponent's always going to be close.
Yeah, Zealot Core Goon particularly can be really powerful on this map. I've seen Snow boss it quite a few times. Really optimized versions as well to really get in there before even the bunker's done sometimes, which can really cause quite a bit of damage.
Now look at this formation. It's my favorite SimCity formation, almost.
Yeah,
the factory there.
A little Mickey Mouse is.
Well, if you put the factory there, it's a complete wall off, And we like to call it the box, but not today. Still, very strong. I don't think the Zealot's going to give him much trouble. But the thing is, with no ramp, Terran is compelled to come out here and build a bunker, or he's probably going to suffer a little when the goon comes right into his base. So all the SimCity in the world doesn't really solve this problem completely for you.
Yeah, you definitely need to pull a couple SCVs here and try and get that Zealot immediately out, because if it's in your base for any, like, too long of a length of time, you're just gonna be in a lot of trouble. Let's see here, the Zealot's getting right on top of these Marines. Marines aren't really moving too much, already getting one Marine down. Ooh.
Well, I guess 4 Marines is just a lot for a Zealot to handle, because even though,
it really is.
Terran didn't micro that much, but they still kind of had a pretty good engagement there.
Yeah. We do have a couple of injured Marines, but yeah, that was overall very well done from Justice.
An interesting thing here. Well, actually, if this goon shows up and the Marines are all like 1 or 2 hits away, it could actually probably break through here. Another Marine got made. And there's a Vulture here, actually, which is probably enough firepower to hold this. But hang on, Vulture's heading out.
Oh, and he built a shop before getting the bunker down, so that delayed the bunker even more. So, yeah, I was going to say, unless the Dragoon chases that Vulture, like, he's going to get right on top of here. But he does have 4 Marines now.
3 Marines?
He should be able... Yeah, yes, 3 Marines. He should be able to hold off this Dragoon. Yeah, he should be able... Yeah, there we go.
And blocked at home by a goon easily enough, so he does hold off. I mean, here's the thing, right? You don't really care how many Marines survive unless you're planning a push, right? You're happy to just have 2 in the bunker for now. Also, Citadel, because...
I think we are planning a push, though. We do have a tank on the way.
Well...
Unless this is like... Oh, no, siege mode. Okay, never mind.
Well, there's going to be no pushes happening against Dark Templar, I can tell you that much. Detection is going to be needed here. So far, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, maybe it was going to be a push, but then he saw no Nexus and got siege mode evac. That would be a very smart decision here.
Yeah, I think Justice on top of it, his SCV, or his Vulture rather, just confirming that nothing's going on. And I mean, you see that Goon in position already. Maybe he was ready for the Vulture first, but no Nexus, Goon blocking the entrance. You got to be thinking, okay, alright, you're going DT, aren't you?
Yeah, you're definitely thinking one base, like anything really.
Oh, for sure.
Reaver, Mask Goon. The Mask Goon variant always gets me.
Now, this isn't like actual scouting facts, but I feel like if Protoss is trying really hard to be secretive, it's rarely one base Reaver. You know, for whatever reason, I think when people go one base Reaver, they're a bit more blasé about keeping it secret.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I tend to be able to sniff out those one base Reavers a lot easier. I do agree with that.
There's things like that. Like, I swear you can tell if it's a proxy gate by how people micro their probe in your base. Like, things like that, you know?
Yeah, they tend to put down a lot more mana pylons, etc.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too. But I mean, outside of anything like that's actually measurable, like if they, just the way they go after your worker or whatever.
No guarantee. Just like these Dark Templar getting across the map, because Justice has already got his turrets up.
What's the line when you finish a DT? Every unit says something. I forget what DTs even say.
He says something in like the Protoss language.
Protoss-ish. What is the Protoss language called?
Yeah, what is it actually called? Chat will know.
Alright, so over here at the Terran Natural, we've got a turret up, but it is only one turret. But it looks like Protoss isn't too determined. He's just sending one DT across, the other one just getting the map control here. So Protoss not going to try and bust through, just using this to get himself that third and hold Terran back. And I think pretty well aware that Terran knows this is coming. So quite a smart move, really, not to even show the DT. Just have it out here in case something tries to come out. And so Terran, look at this, he's got a take the mate. He's still wondering about Reavers here. And if Protoss plays their cards right, he might end up making more turrets on the inside.
Yeah, I do like the smart positioning of the tanks, just in case. Because you actually don't want to have all your tanks in your natural anyway, because even though it is better for the goon bust, like, you need to have it spread out for those Reavers. But I would love to see Justice come out here with like a 2-base push, because to really punish this sort of play, like going fast tech into like a normal-ish third from Protoss, because if you're able to just like punish this altogether, you just immediately end the game, which we might be seeing here, because I'm seeing a second shop going down.
Oh, and the third factory already on the way.
Yeah, I like that Justice thinks.
No Academy though, and I would say in this situation, when you get the Academy first, put up the energy and then make the factories, right? Because if Protoss really tries hard with DTs to deplete your scans, I think they can if you don't get their scans a bit earlier.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you can get all of it at the same time though, like we've got 400 minerals, you can definitely put that enemy down right now.
Where is
there we go.
I know it's building somewhere, there it is.
There it is, yep.
Tricky spot in the natural.
So going up to 5 factory, and it looks like, if Protoss is taking up 4th, there will be
Well, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He hasn't done it yet. Here's the thing, right? The first observer's only constructing now, so Protoss has no idea what Terran is doing. Terran could be doing anything in here. They could be going to Port Ray for all he knows. Could be rushing for ghosts. So he has no idea this push is coming. Oh, he is going for it. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Like, this push is gonna come on top of him like a ton of bricks and just gonna... maybe Grast can do it. Though, like, getting an Arbiter right now would definitely help him out. Or, like, you know, Templar Storm. But, yeah, we're just gonna... Oh, no, he's putting down 2 more gates before putting down the Nexus. Okay. So maybe...
5 gates ain't much for this kind of push, though.
It's not much at all, yeah. But better than 3, that's for sure.
Well, I have faith in the DTs, because Comsat's only just starting now. Either Terran... Okay, looks like Terran is going to go now. And if Protoss micros these DTs well, he can do something here. Either Terran's going to wait a bit for more energy, or he's going to be swiped a bit, I think. Let's see. DT sees it. He's going to go right in. He's not wasting any time attacking. Well, or is he?
Oh, he's getting a little bit of damage down, but he gets the first DT. But that's also in a one entire scam. Now we have to save scans as well. We can't really scan the Protoss army. Not that they have much of an army anyway at the moment. So this is going to get a little bit dicey for Justice. He needs to play this quite carefully. Go slow.
Well, he's not going slow. He's getting right in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, not have his vultures run right across the map, but it looks like Grast is a little bit out of position here.
Yeah, he's not committing these goons. I think he could have pounced on that a bit and pushed those units back, but now Terran's sieging up in this great location. But here's the thing. There's mines all over the tanks, and the DT's coming in right on top of them. Is he going to get close enough to shrink one? There goes one. Oh my god! Oh, a decent drag. And here come the goons. It did good damage, though, and the goons are engaging. Are they going to be able to clean this up? Oh, it's so close, but I think the Terran barely holds this position. Oh my god, or does he? Oh my god, are you kidding me?
About to break through. It looks like there's only 2 goons remaining. 1 goon left, but it is targeting that tank.
Oh, it goes down.
And it kills it. Only vultures left now, and vultures are not going to get you into that base, especially with the goon blocking and a cannon behind it. It looks like Justice's push has been thwarted. Really nice hold from Grast. That DT was an absolute legend.
Rip 4th base, though. Well, the 4th base to be. Run, probe, run! God, they didn't see you.
Are they not going to shoot? They definitely see it. There's no way that they aren't. Like, is it a hostage now? What?
Is this like, you know, the vulture found him behind the minerals? Or hang on, the vulture's coming in here. Gonna try and harass this base. A decent wall up and a cannon. I mean, he might lose some probes here, but the vulture's not gonna be able to clean this up completely. And it looks like he's gonna be pushed back again. Wow. So is that like the probe is behind the minerals? The vulture like finds him there and like their eyes meet and the vulture doesn't say anything, he just turns away, spares him.
I think like the probe, we didn't see it, but like the probe gave the vultures his lunch money and now he's like hiding in the toilet.
Yeah.
That's what happened there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that third base was really well held with the Sim, with the Forge and the Sim. That was really nice.
Yeah, if he didn't have that, he would have lost so many probes. The push probably would have been totally worth it for Terran, but as it stands now, he's going to get his 4th base up right away. The Protoss supply is still not really in a comfortable position because he did trade off his entire army for that. But, I mean, having held it is the first step, right? And now he can tech up whatever else he wants to do. We do have a fleet beacon, by the way. We're not going with Arbiters today, it looks like. We're going straight to carriers. And, you know, I'm not sure I like it that much with this rotation, because on this map I don't think it's that strong. We'll see what he can do with it. I mean, if Terran doesn't know about it, carriers are strong on any map, I think. Wait a minute. Yeah. That's not a carrier. What is this? That's a Corsair. Oh,
okay. I mean, it could still be carrier. I have seen Bonnet go Corsair first with D-Web, and then go into carrier.
Well, so I suppose here's the thing. You take a good fight with D-Web, then it makes sense to go carrier after that, sure. But you might just win with D-Web too. We'll see how this goes.
I think just going straight carrier might have been better here anyway, because Terran's already low on tanks, and if you've got an observer outside the base and you like try and see the tank count, you can sort of work out if they're trying to do a push or not. Like here, we can see Justice taking a 3rd base, so straight carrier would have been better.
Ooh.
But
Protoss is looking like he wants to attack, though.
Yeah, looks like it doesn't look like he's going to get too much done. These 2 zealots on the side, though, might be a little bit, but the vultures quickly get into position and clean that up.
Unfortunate. See, if that was saturated, Tank Splash might have done something, but not yet.
I'm excited for this D-Web. Neb.
We have seen it before in CPL. I remember it was my teammate, and they were up against Kraazy, and Kraazy's really good at like long game macro, right? And I watched the replay, and they were just going into like a standard game. I'm like, what are you doing? This is the last thing you want to do against Kraazy. And then they pulled out the D-Web, and it was so strong, and they just crushed through a maxed army and won the game.
Yeah, it's quite scary. You can even put it on Goliaths and like you can run your carriers in, and like the Goliaths you have to actually like actively use the Goliaths rather than trying to at least step with all of them. And you really need the surface area with Goliaths, especially against carriers.
You know, obviously, if you go Cloaked Wraith, the Corsairs are really strong too, which is a nice side benefit. Not that I think we're going to see that. It looks like Justice is aware that there's a fleet beacon on the map because he is making a lot of Goliaths here. Needs to get that third gas up ASAP because he's going to gas starve all these Goliaths. I mean, when you know your opponent's got a fleet beacon in this situation, I think you just take another base because he doesn't look like he's intending to push. When you're up against carriers and you're not going to be able to just push right away, I think you just need to expand more and more. And we've seen pros do it really effectively. Did he just scan the carriers? No, he scanned the natural. Didn't see any Corsairs there. We've seen pros play that style where you just zone the Protoss army, and it's almost like a PvZ where you're just roaming back and forth as you take more and more bases. And I don't know, Justice could push straight across the map, but that's not what I think he's going to do because his window is going to close, I think.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
I mean, he's definitely noted something up. He's got the Goliath count to match. But we aren't quite maxed yet, so we're not adding any factories either. So maybe we're just going for a push with that 2-1. Oh, we already added them. That's why.
Well, it's only 7 though, so it certainly could be more up here on 3 bases.
I think 7's fine on 3 bases at this stage until you get that third base fully pumping. Well, I guess it already is. So yeah, we could have added more factories. You're right. But we've got a lot of bases from Grast here. I don't know what that upgrade is from the Protoss.
That's like, Argus Jewel, Corsair Energy.
Corsair Energy, there you go. I've never seen that upgrade in my life.
Now, Disruption would cost 125, right? So if you get 250, you can cast 2. Is that right? I think it costs 125. Not a spell I use often.
I think that sounds correct. I'm 100% sure.
Well, here come the Corsairs. They're revealed now. That's so many. Oh my god, I didn't think he'd make that many. Okay, Terran in a lot of trouble now. The Corsairs coming across. How many of energy? The D-Webs are going down. The Goon's engaging from a flank as well. He needs more D-Webs here, though. That's a good one. There's another amazing one. That D-Web is huge. Oh my god. These D-Webs are worth more than stasis, man. They're just crushing this Terran army. GG. No hope at all. That's a win there for Cattlebruisers. Very impressive there. Now, I just have to change a setting if you give me 1 second. But that was a really great game to start us off. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah,
we were saying the games are going to be hype, right? And I can't imagine how it could be more hype than that just to start us off. That was a great beginning.
Yeah, we had like an elite Dark Templar into like the Corsairs, D-Web. And by the way, like at the end there, like that was the perfect position for the D-Webs. Like all the Terran army was stacked in the choke. Like one D-Web pretty much shut down like 3 Goliaths and 2 tanks almost. Like it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, well that was the kind of unspoken part when we're talking about DT stopping the push, right? Even if you have detection, if you don't pay attention for 1 second, these mind drag can be absolutely lethal. So that's definitely a big deal there. Hang on a second, just still adjusting. Something's not quite right with how this is displaying. Okay, I think we're good now. To get into that second game, I'll just host it up. I mean, after that, as Terran, you're probably feeling a bit like flustered, right? Because that was a brutal way to die with the D-Webs just crushing through the army.
Yeah, and the 5-fact also couldn't have felt great either. But hopefully Justice can get too tilted off that, and we get into a third game. But first, we're going to make the Grast second.
Yes, that's right. That's the hurdle Terran has to get past to come back in this series. We're going to get right into it here. Alright, in the top right, in the magenta, we have Grast. Oh dear, I hope they had shift tab. Okay, never mind. In the blue, we have Grast here. And in the bottom right, in the red, we have Justice. Justice here for Fightin Aiurish is down 1 game in this best of 3. Grast is up 1 game, and a dramatic game at that. Let's see if he can bring it back.
Thank you for playing in top versus bottom. That was
yes, saving us.
Very helpful of you. Very generous.
That would have been the worst. That would have been the worst. The magenta versus purple. Isn't that exactly what we were saying on the last stream would be the worst possible?
I think it was, yeah.
Saving casters, saving esports here. These two heroes. I'm so grateful.
Oh, TVP butter. This is,
I mean, all I can say is what I said last week. I think if Protoss gets carriers out, it's pretty good, but if they don't get carriers out, it sucks, and getting carriers out is always tricky.
Yeah, and it's probably one of the... I feel like it's a harder map to actually use carriers. Like, the middle can be quite... like, the middle right, I should say, is, like, okay-ish for carriers. It's got, like, quite a lot of high ground. Like, you can really navigate around there. But, like, anything on the left-hand side of the map feels very jank for carriers. It's very open.
Yeah.
Not much...
Problem is, I think it's still the best option for Protoss. That's the thing about this map that makes it so tough. I think if you play a regular ground game of Arbiters, there's just not enough bases. If you don't win the game in like the first 15-20 minutes, you're going to be pretty screwed because you're just going to run out of expansions to take. You can't really have a secondary gateway location unless you start doing weird stuff like 4 gates at one base and so on. So it's just very tough, I think.
Yeah, I would like to see like the spawn bank stats or whatever for this map, because whenever I'm happy as Terran to get this map.
Me too.
But when I'm Zerg, I absolutely hate it. Like,
oh, dude, it's way worse for
ZVP,
Zerg. Yeah.
ZVP, ZVT, like, yeah, it's just not a fun time.
Dude, if we have a TVZ on this map, oh, I got plenty to say about that. It's brutal. Alright, Scout coming up here. Alright, another Zealot coming up. That's an interesting choice on cross map here. And you know, the Zealot didn't really accomplish too much last game, I have to say. Really, the openings, I would say, went Justice way because he figured out it was DTs, or at least that it was one base he needed turrets. You know, the Zealot didn't do anything, he held his bunker, everything went smoothly, but I think Grast just played it well from there. And I'd be surprised.
I think we cancelled the Zealot anyway.
Oh, well, that's probably a smart move. Maybe he saw that it wasn't a gasless or anything, and that was just his idea there.
He didn't start the pylon anyway, so maybe it was just like a defensive Zealot in case of like, you know, bunker rush or something?
I think it's more likely he was thinking, okay, if it's gasless, which is rare to be fair, or maybe if it was a wall, he was going to put a pylon and then be like, okay, I'm going to send a Zealot now, or something like that.
Yeah.
I just imagine Protoss is more thinking about offensive opportunities, because there's not many TVP games where you're like, damn, if only I'd made a Zealot right away, I would have been able to stop his Marine aggression or something. It's a pretty rare option.
I know a lot of Terrans like to queue the Marine before the factory.
Oh yeah, I do that in TVT.
Yeah, in case of, you know, some sort of rush, and cancel it. So I was thinking of something along those lines.
Well, this just shows you the level of play in these games. These players are really, like, refining down to that level.
Here we are, going up. I think, are we going to do bunker before CC? I don't think we need to.
No, certainly not, especially with this rush distance, right? A Vulture is coming out. That's ways to kind of come out here and claim it. 4 Marines coming out again, just making sure he can absolutely hold off here. It looks like he's going to throw a command center down. Lone Goon just looking for the Vulture.
Yeah, looking for the Vulture, but the Vulture doesn't know where it is either. They're kind of, you know, they're probably... I mean, the SCV, sorry, not the Vulture. They sort of don't know where each other is. Like,
oh yeah, I thought that was a Vulture on the map somehow, but that would have been too early. But he's coming out now. Oh, that probe. He didn't have to die.
That was a good pick.
Oh.
But then run straight into the Goon, so we're going to take a few dints on our hull.
Oh, look at this though. 2 Gate Goon coming up here. You know, if Justice was like back on some kind of one base play, it'd be pretty scary, but he's already got 4 Marines here. This natural isn't particularly hard to block off, although the barracks is not coming out to help. So I expect we're going to see some aggression coming out here. He's still double pumping Goons. He hasn't cut them off to build a Nexus yet or anything like that. So you're going to be a bit of trouble holding this natural, I think.
Yeah, but we do have the tank coming out now, and it's just...
He missed the SCV.
And he just walks away.
Well, because he only budgeted 2 shots to kill it. He's like, alright, it's on 20 HP, I'm just going to shoot twice. Little did he know. Oh my god.
The Dragoon should have gotten out of his little, like, you know, stasis and, like, whacked the SCV on the head.
Yeah, just gets his Zealot arms back out. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly. But yeah, I was going to say, as long as Justice got siege mode, yeah, there we go. I think it's fine getting siege mode before mines here, especially for the 2K Goon. So.
Cue Jaws music. This Vulture's coming in hot. Goons are about to pop though. Oh, okay. He scouts the natural anyway, which is quite nice. Oh, I think the SCV did anyway. But anyway, he's going to try and come in here. Someone shoot it. There you go.
There we go. Yeah. But we're only going to get the 1 probe.
Yeah, not really that great for a Vulture. Goons threatening here. Tank is out. Okay, the barracks is finally coming. But here he comes, coming straight in. Terran is not ready. There were no SCVs pulled. Tries to siege up. But that is not going to do anything. These goons just like, alright, thanks. We'll take it. Oh, no, we lost one, though. Still, though, a great start for this 2-gate goon pressure. Once you lose the first tank, you can kind of get into a cycle where it's hard to kick more. But with SCVs to block, probably be okay now. And CPL is already finished. So I think Terran will be able to push this back.
Yeah, Terran's fine here, although that reactionary siege was a little bit hard to watch.
Well, I mentioned the siege tank operator was like, oh my god, they're coming, and just presses buttons.
Yeah, and just absolutely slams his control panel or keyboard or whatever the siege tank has.
I imagine
and
it's just
looks
like
Grast.
Yeah, no, you go, sorry.
It looks like Grast is going to take a nice third base afterwards.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, because Terran even turtling up with turrets here. I think he wanted to check with the Vulture what was going on in there, but he did not. Expecting after 2 gates some kind of aggression, but it is indeed the opposite. I think inside the siege tank, it's like, have you seen the movie Idiocracy?
No, I have not.
Oh, well, all their machines just have like really like dumbed down control panels with like pictures on the buttons. I reckon that's what the controls are like on siege tank. There's like a big explosion button that makes it shoot, and you know, that's about it.
I can just imagine what the Vulture control panel would look like then. Just the mines is just basically a nuke.
Yeah.
Like the X3 next to it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my god. Anyway, it's canon now. That's all unit control panels. The goons just have like 100 different arrows, and they don't know which one faces which way.
Yeah, they just like but it's all one button, you know. So they just keep hitting that one button. And just choose whatever it wants.
4 gates coming up here, then the Citadel. So I think Grast kind of thinking about a 2-base push this time again, making sure he's going to be well situated against that. I mean, I don't see too much coming up here. We're second factory, but I don't see an Armory Academy yet, so maybe Justice is thinking about it. But it's a long way across Bardo with a couple of ramps to negotiate, so I'm not a fan of that idea. Oh, here we go.
Going for a second shop again, and we're adding factories. We're doing another push, it looks like. What do we reckon? 4th factory? 5 factory?
He's going to go up to 6. He's going to go up to 6 for sure.
There's number 5. Let's see if the number 6 goes down. Maybe not. It could just be 5 again.
Come on, Justice. Don't cast a curse me. Yeah, there we go. No?
No.
No? Justice.
No,
Justice, why?
Yeah.
Where's the justice for me? You know?
True.
Stargate coming up again.
Here.
Oh, okay. So we have a Citadel. So he's going to get the Zealot legs, I imagine, to hold this push. But then I think, well, are we going to see D-Web again?
Maybe. It could be something that Grast is pulling out and trying out in the CPL, which I'm excited to see more PVTs from him, just for him to pull out, because I always love a good D-Web.
So which actually takes longer? To get, like, Corsairs with Energy and D-Web, or to get a Carrier with Interceptor? Surely the Carrier, right?
I think it's about the same if you wait for the energy on the Corsair to build up.
Okay, well, but I think the Corsair is much stronger to stop a push, if nothing else, right?
I think, like every Corsair you do is delaying, like, I reckon 1 and a bit carriers from memory. I actually did the maths for it a long time ago. I just can't quite remember the numbers now. But yeah, it is obviously delaying the carriers by a fair bit, but can definitely be worth it if you get those good D-webs off. And it requires
not going to wait for him to be ready. He's ready to push now.
Yeah, this is quite early as well. It's like 7 tanks.
Oh, I mean, this looks very scary, because this is punishing Protoss for going for that third Nexus really fast. Zealot Leg's not actually researching. Oh wait, it just started. So he's got a ways to go until that. I feel like Protoss really needs to delay this though. What happened last time as well is he just walked across and sieged right in the Protoss natural. The goons need to be out here blocking this, making Terran siege or whatever, and buying time. But Terran's already on the highest ground on the map. It's all down here from here, baby. Oh, not for that tank though. Or that tank. That's a good pick off.
That tank. It looks like they didn't get the memo and went upstairs and went downstairs instead of upstairs. But looks like
he's just gonna keep going.
Is gonna counterattack. I mean,
yeah, I love it.
Counterattack could be good here, especially since Justice has not like laid any mines at all. Like, he didn't really defend this location.
Yeah, I've noticed that's a deficiency. Not many mines being laid to kind of stop army movement in both games. All that mine drag. And now he's getting punished for it, but he's continuing with his own attack. I don't know about this. I feel like, best case scenario, Terran takes out the natural. He can't kill the main, and Pro's going to do a lot of damage here, but let's see what happens. Okay, Terran is turning back. He puts some mines, is like, you know what, okay, I do have to deal with this. And a lot of SV is going to fall already. Vultures have to die too to try and delay this.
Yeah, vultures are trying their best to delay these goons and keep them inside the natural. Because if you can keep them inside the natural, then it is easier to clean them up than if they're all over the base. Oh, that's very good connection there. Looks like we've got 2 observers, but they're just a little bit behind our goons.
Oh, there goes another
There's a
connection.
second mine. There we go. Very nicely done from Justice. Good turnaround, I reckon, from the tanks.
Well, I think it was a mistake to keep going. He could have come around sooner. At any rate, I think it was a good trade, because Terran just lost a few SCVs, really, and a bunch of vultures. I think he can continue the push still with the army he's got, because what does Protoss have now? He sacrificed a lot of goons. He's just got this real handful of units here.
Yeah, like, the Grast has lost a lot of army here, and Justice, like, lost 2 tanks, I reckon, from the ones that went paths incorrectly.
Yeah, and that was it, right?
But yeah, like, we're in a really good spot for Justice.
All mines, though. We're not sieging up, though.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's better against these zealots. He does siege up. Oh, that mine drag! Oh, huge damage going down there.
Off?
It did. It just didn't one-shot anything. And they're all dead now. It did huge damage. And I think Protoss, even though he's probably not going to clean this up here, yeah, Justice knows he can't deal with the carriers about to come out. He did scan the GT.
Good job, Grast. Very well played.
Well, so much for your game 3, right? That's going to be that for that series. So we're going to jump right into the second series, Lanaishot versus Bojack. Cattlebruisers taking the first series point here. Very nice. Although I didn't mention, unlike last time, you know, it's not quite right having the Protoss play for Cattlebruisers. That is a Terran unit, right? Although I guess Cattlebruiser maybe it's some other race. Who knows? Cowboys 1, Leprechaun 0. Chat.
You know, I reckon Cattlebruisers for all races to enjoy.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Zesky, open it up here. I'm trying to gatekeep.
Yeah, no gatekeeping here, never, right? Like.
So, does that mean if I move to Ire, I can call myself Irish?
I don't know.
Not that I'm on that team.
You'd have to check with the team, I reckon. Like, they make the rules there.
Well, I'm not asking to join their team, so that's that, I guess. Alright, we're going into the next series here. Starting it right off, we have Lanaishot versus Bojack.
Fuzzy Branch says you have to live there for 3 years.
Alright, in the bottom right, in the red, we have Lanaishot here for Cattlebruisers. And in the bottom right, in the blue, we have Bojack here for the Fightin Aiurish. Back on Silford for game 1, a PVZ coming at you. What could happen? Who knows? It's a fresh slate, a fresh series.
But yeah, but it's definitely not a 4-pull, that's all certain. We've already built 2 drones.
Well, you don't want to be like me, and when they don't build their drone for like 0.1 seconds, you're like, oh my god, he's building a pool. That's me like every cast.
And that's a scout on 6, I want to say.
A scout, Zesky? You think this man is scouting? Okay, maybe he is. No, maybe he isn't. Okay.
No, he's definitely building a proxy.
Okay.
Wrong terminology from me.
Yeah.
You'll correct the first time to get outraged.
He's not a
my
scouter.
Lack of knowledge.
He is a builder.
Yeah,
he is
a builder.
Produce something.
Because we don't build buildings in our base, we build them in the middle of the map. Because that's actually the fastest rally. I agree with that.
Now, I get a bad feeling when I see this. I don't know if you remember I think it was KSL game, Bisu versus insert name here, don't remember, where Bisu built gates in the middle, but it didn't go well.
Yeah, where's Supplement for the early, early Brood War knowledge?
Right, where's that early Brood War? I'm talking about ASL or KSL, so it's pretty recent actually.
I think you said KSL, I don't know, before me anyway, before I started playing.
Oh, fair enough. I guess to you that's early. Yeah.
Anything like before 2020 is like early for me.
Right, okay, wow. That means you missed the infamous Sparkle mini shuttle incident. Oh man, it's my favorite Brood War.
Kind of glad I did, to be honest. Sparkle looks like atrocious. I
kind of like playing on it, to be honest.
We do have Overpull coming from Bojack.
Yeah, which theoretically you can hold this right now. You want to get this hatchery down ASAP. Oh, he gets it down. Bit slack of Lana actually not to block that. And that improves Zerg's chances a lot here. But man, this is going to be tough. He needs to figure out it is double gate and make Lings only from this point. So far so good. 6 coming out. Oh man. A lot of tension in this situation before the Zealots come out. Oh, he's going to find it. Are you kidding me? Oh, player. There you go. He figures it out. He sees nothing in the natural. He's like, okay, you really one-basing? No. Well, I mean, you are, but not like that.
It was interesting they didn't go in and check the main, rather he went straight for the center of the map.
Yeah, actually, good point, because it confirms it either way, doesn't it? Then again...
I mean, it also... You don't know whether or not it's going to be, like, a tech-based play or not, or double gate in the main, but, yeah, like, worked either way, so... Because spamming lings now, and we've already got our drone in position, ready to build that sunken, and we've got just enough lings, 8 for 2 zealots. So we're in a pretty comfortable position here, and it looks like he's trying to get the surround on one of these zealots, but can't quite manage it. Lana doing quite well with the zealot movement at the moment, but here comes a third zealot, and this is a bit of a power spike with the 3 zealot, 1 probe, because you can get quite a bit of surface area, and you need quite a number of links to deal with this.
Ooh, well, looks like he wants to try and engage here. 4th zealot is here as well, and this does look pretty scary here. The sunken is going to be coming up soon, but he doesn't want to let Protoss get into this choky area. He'll have a very good engage if he gets between the minerals and the hatchery, I think. Sunken going to start morphing. Link speed is on the way as well. Ooh.
I mean, if Lana wants to do something, he has to go now, but it doesn't look like he's getting much time. It looks like he's trying to get into the main, but that Sunken's going to get up well and truly in time, and it looks like Bojack is going to hold this position.
Well, is he though? That can take out that Sunken pretty quick, and there's not that many links. They do engage from behind though at the right moment, or it looks like Zerg will barely clean it up. The Sunken survives on 29 hit points.
I'll admit, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think the Sunken would take that much damage that fast.
But Zealots rip through Sunkens.
Yeah, they really do, don't they? It looks like the Ling... Yeah, the Ling's going to easily clean that up.
Yeah.
And with that, the reinforcing Lings, it looks
GG.
like, yeah, it's going to be GG.
For ire!
Alright, well there we go. That's a point there for Bojack. The thing about those kind of builds, I feel like on paper, you kind of have an even chance of winning, or maybe better, and you know, you have the strength, but the decision making and the engagement from Protoss need to be really good, because you can fall off a cliff against Lings at any point so easily. And you know, I don't think it was a bad idea of Lanaishot to attack like at that moment. It just didn't quite pull it off, and there's not much else to say when you look at these kind of replays. You just look at it and say, well, I need to micro that fight better.
Yeah, and there's not much you can, like, other than, like, dancing the Zealots around a little bit, like, yeah, you really need to, like, the decision-making on when to attack is really crucial for us when pulling off that, especially against the Lings, like,
yeah.
If you need to, like, if you attack and they don't quite have the right number of Lings, it's disaster for Zerg.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Ern, in chat, I need the, like, Protoss lyrics. I don't know what the equivalent would be. I was raised on the Antioch street. I don't know. Figure it out. That's your task. Alright, we're going to go into game 2 here. Oh, hang on, that's not game 2. Ah, see, I caught it this time. Because, once again, they're mislabeled. Just let me confirm that. Yes, it should be butter, so...
Are all these replays...
Oh, no, they just chose their own maps. Never mind. It is game 2, they just...
They went for a clip.
We'll talk about it in the game, because I'm not happy.
Are all of these replays or live games? They are replays. They are not live games, unfortunately.
Yes, generally here at CPL we cast from replays. Not always. There are sometimes live games during finals maybe, but generally it's replays. In the top right, in the blue, we have Bojack. Up 1 game here for Fightin Aiurish. And the bottom left, in the red, we have Lanaishot for Cattlebruisers. Trying to bring it back. You know, I have to shout out again these players. Thank you so much for playing top versus bottom. Who's asking about live or replays? Oh, Untouchable. Yeah, I was gonna say if you're asking that question, you might not be in the CPL Discord, but I know he is. So very good.
Join to CPL if you want to learn how to play brutal.
Yeah, someone in chat give me an exclamation mark Discord. It's your duty. So we're on Eclipse. We're on Eclipse, not butter. The maps were decided for these people. They were told. Silford, Butter, and I don't even remember what the third map was meant to be, but yet they hosted Eclipse. I don't know what to say. I am disappointed. I'm outraged. They're defying the system. They're rebels. They're free spirits.
Yeah, Eddie, with this free thinking, like, in CPL, we follow the rules, right? We follow the government.
That's right. Well, you know, we have the, like, idol of Snipe. He hasn't been seen in a generation, but we still sort of, you know, worship and say, oh, well, you better behave, or when Snipe gets back, there shall be a reckoning.
Yeah, every Monday you've got to go to the statue and show your respect.
And it's got a point there. With
yeah,
the Fighting
Macedonia.
Irish, can you blame them for being rebels?
It looks like Lanny's gonna do a Balance Scout, or was it a Forge Scout?
I believe it's Forge Scout, but I mean, that says enough that we're going with a normal build here. It would be pretty crazy to bust out the proxy twice, but maybe that makes it good, I don't know. Oh, look at that hidden drone. Very spicy
nicely
move.
done.
Yeah.
I do love the hidden drone. I do it myself when I'm playing Zerg.
And you know,
I think it's
Protoss
very efficient.
probably realizes at this exact moment they get in there, they're like, oh, damn it. And they come back down here and they're like, bamboozled. So
They're
good
usually
start.
looking for the drone, but the drone's
Yes.
already there to begin with.
Exactly. Now, Protoss, gonna get that cannon right away. I don't know if you have to on Eclipse, actually. The Russians is so long. I wonder if you can get the Nexus, but I don't know. I would play Protoss, try to get the Nexus, and then probably die. I probably...
Yeah, I think you can. I think against Overpool you can actually get away with Nexus then cannon.
Okay.
So I think that was a little bit too safe. Okay, but it's okay. Better safe than unsafe, I suppose.
Well, better safe than the, 2-gate proxy, apparently, last game, so I'm not going to hold it against him.
Yeah, it's fine.
Chat. Well, Zesky, it's up to you. The ball's in your court to make that.
Well, Swami, the OnlyFans is never coming, so you're going to be disappointed.
Oh yeah, Lana is sending out a second scout probe here. I think definitely a good move, because it's so important to keep that alive and see what's going on. You've got to check 3-hatch Hydra, even Lingelins, anything like that. Well, the original one, he's still alive, actually, defying expectations.
Yeah, the probe's doing, but it looks like he's going home now and setting a new probe in. The old switcheroo. The bait and switch.
Does Zerg know? He probably thinks, oh, he won't get in here and find this lair. There's nothing. Oh no, here he is. So, really nice for Lana to find that right away.
Well, with the lair coming down,
Thief.
I'd be thinking Muta. That's like 90% sure it's going to be Muta next.
Dude, he stole the minerals.
Yeah, just
Can't get those back. Can't recover them.
gone forever in the probe's hands. But I can't imagine it being lurkers here. I really can't. I'm like 90% sure it's going to be
his
Muta.
den's getting late if it's going to be lurkers, right?
Yeah, very late now, so...
Hey, well, again, I don't know if this is before your time, but there was an ASL game with lurker drops, which was very weird, but the Zerg won in the end. So, hey, it's pro certified if you want to do lurker on this map.
I think you're misremembering. That was last month, and that was Nagna.
I didn't see that one, actually.
Oh, he loves...
Nagnar and ASL when?
Loves doing these drops inside the Protoss main.
Well, maybe he learned it from ASL. Who knows?
Who knows? But Spy should be going down shortly now.
Uh-oh, cue the Jaws music again. This guy's still in here. He's going to start making cannons or something. Stargate is coming up here.
That'd be a bit spicy, because we're really pumping the drones here. Lana has not put on any aggression at all. So,
Well, I guess my
we've been
casting
kinda
is just
free-draining.
evolving into referencing other games, because I remember, you probably remember a game where Chill built a gateway in his opponent's main on Overwatch and built the DT there and won.
Oh, yes, I do remember that. That was spicy.
So it's a thing. This is what I was saying. He could do it. I mean, he obviously isn't going to
Nope.
now. Oh, no!
Bojack sniffed it out or was using map hacks or something, because
Yeah.
he realized there's a cheeky probe in his base. But Lana actually never saw the Spire, though he saw the lair.
That is not good. That he had the opportunity to scout that and he see it. I mean, everything indicates that he's assuming that at this point. He's already getting a Dragoon even. Now, I don't think this is going to be Mutalisk, but he'll be prepared if it is. I mean, you only got one gas. What are you going to make? You're going to make like 3 Mutalisks and show up. So, I think this is fine. Oh, you don't want to move out right now, though. Ooh, if those Lings run in, this could be a severe problem. Okay, he's going to go after the Goon.
Gonna do.
I mean, you see a Goon with Speedlings, you just can't resist that juicy target, but he misses his opportunity to run to the main, unfortunately. Oh my god. Just send him home! He was never going to live!
I'm a little bit stunned at what was going on there, but it looks like the Dragoon got out and then just kind of went back in. Not really sure what happened there, but looks like he's going to get the Goon, and he's also going to get the Overlord, but should be fine. I mean, of course they can't really go across the map anyway. Like the Stargate was quite late compared to the Spire.
Well,
so.
you know what Corsairs say, it is a good day to die. So he's going across the map.
Yeah, well, it better be a bloody good day to die, because that's exactly where he's heading.
Oh, no!
Scourge already out. That connection's going to be assured, unless he can...
No connection. They're not going on the second date. Sorry.
It looks like maybe the Scourge are going for the second Corsair. I don't know. The Scourge are kind of avoiding the Corsair, which is a bit interesting. Don't know what's going on. Maybe just a little bit of miscontrol. But
God.
Oh, it's not quite in range. You can't quite see it. There we go. Well,
no, why did he stop?
At least.
Why did he stop? He could have made it home. See, let's take out one Corsair, which is pretty scary, but this isn't that many Mutalisks. So, I guess just to rub it in my face, he did go Mutalist despite only having one gas for a while. Only just taking the second one now. And, you know, this is definitely not going to harass Protoss in their base. Well, there's no counter in the main. But with two Corsairs out, you can sort of just deal with this. There's not that much to back it up. I think this is really just to intimidate Protoss and hold them back.
Can we check for +1 from the Corsair?
Oh, right. I thought you meant the Mutalisks. No.
No, +1.
What about
so,
yes,
yeah,
+1 of the Zealots.
Yeah, +1 of the Zealots for sure, I reckon. But, yeah, no +1 of the Corsair, so if we got enough meter, we could probably kill those two Corsairs. But
well, if you said Scourge to back him up, right? Because he wants to use the Mutalist to stop this Zealot push. That's the whole idea here. But he does need to take out those.
I just mean if the Zerg is going to put pressure on the base, like, he could theoretically kill those Corsairs with just the meter if you spread them out. But, yeah, definitely going to want to make Scourge to deal with this push, although it's not quite threatening because we've already got, like, Hydralisk out and we've got quite a few meter. There's not that many Corsairs either.
He just runs right in. Oh, Scourge!
Oh, that's unfortunate. The AI kind of messed up there.
And now the Mutas have to fight the Corsairs 1-to-1, which gives the Zealots time to do some damage here. I mean, these Corsairs will get taken out. I guess they were injured from the Scourge already, actually, but more Zealots show up, and this is not what you want. A third Corsair coming in just to buy a bit of time. And I don't know, a lot of Lings out. Where the hell did they come from? Oh my god.
It sort of made them instead of making Hydra, which is probably a good call here, because you do kind of want to body block these Zealots from getting around here. But, yeah, like, the Corsair just getting picked off by meter, which is a rare sight to see. But, looks like Bojack is going to hold it back, at least for now. It wasn't... If Lana had a few more Zealots and maybe saved a couple of those Corsairs, that could have been really devastating there. Like, that could have potentially ended the game. But it was... The Protoss army was quite weak compared to what it usually is.
Yeah, I mean, Protoss lost a lot of Zealots there, right? And he didn't kill that much, but he did sort of disrupt the Zerg a lot, so it might still be okay here. We'll see. And this one Zealot, I'm trying to keep an eye on. Like, what's he going to get up to? No good, I'm sure. He's pretending to be a DT. He's trying to, like,
James Bond right there.
What's the Protoss name equivalent? We got to figure that out. He's trying to sharpen his Zealot blades into DT blades so he can one-shot those drones.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Haki pointing out in chat, we lost a lot of Corsairs, which is the problem, right? He basically sacrificed the Corsairs to do that attack, so given that, it really did not do enough, I don't think.
And not having +1 either also lowered the strength of their attack as well by quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Are we getting Storm now and range? Wait, how many gates have we got? We got 1 in the natural.
I see 7 coming up if you count them in the natural.
Okay, so it looks like
may not be long for this world if it's going to be a lot of goons. You might want to kill that. Here comes the Zealot. James Bond Zealot, let's go. Is he going to get one? Boom. It was all worth it.
Yeah.
His life for Riot.
As long as we got one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like, we're going to 8 gates. We're going to try and do, like, a really scary push here. And, it looks like these Mutas are trying to dance around these Corsairs. I've lost count to how many Mutas have actually killed Corsairs this game. This is
Dude, I don't think he's lost a single Muta. These are the 5 original Mutas. 4 kills, 0 kills, 2 kills, 0...
It's kind of... I can't really get my head around that, because whenever I run my Mutas into Corsair, they just melt, like, immediately. Like, the Mutalisk literally turn from Mutalisk into, like, flying, like, prawns or flying shrimp. Like, they just, like, they cook in the air, and, like, you know, the Zealots continue.
Oh, shout out for the raid. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody, to CPL. How's it going? I'll talk about CPL in a second, but first I want to mention this DT going across. I don't think it's going to get anything done because there's no Corsairs out. But yeah, CPL, for those of you who don't know, Coach-Pupil League. It's a place where you can get games with people of your skill level and learn, starting all the way from like sub 1000 MMR up to like low A rank. So if you want to know more all about it, please put !Discord in the chat and join the Discord, or !CPL, and you can check it out. But in the meantime, we have this game here between Bojack and Lanaishot. One game's already passed. We're in the second game of the best of 3. Lanaishot moving out with this army here.
That army's going to get pushed back pretty quickly. Thank you, Zesky, for the raid. Greatly appreciated.
Someone in chat give me a Discord, please. Oh, the Nightbot's on it too, though. Nice.
Oh,
Never play ladder, says
link.
Maxart. That's good advice, honestly. If you're playing CPL, you don't have to. You can play practice matches with people on your team. You can play these official matches as well. It's just a great environment to learn, and you'll learn a lot more than ladder because you can get feedback, you can get free coaching as well. We have volunteer coaches. So if you want to improve at Brood War, #1 place to go. Now look at this. Bojack has so many Hydras out right now, and Lanaishot really hasn't gotten much done. Only on 7 gates. I want to see like another one probably. Going up to the observers here. But I mean, I don't know, this Zerg army looks formidable, but if the Storms are good, he probably doesn't want to engage too heavily here. Well, let's see. Storm?
Oh, that's a really good Storm right there, but we're going to need a couple more of those, and we're out of Templar now. That was an okay-ish Storm, but yeah, we just lost all our Templar now. Now we're just mostly Goon, which Bojack is like pumping on 5 hatches, so like yeah,
oh my
16
god,
Hydras on the way.
That's a lot of Hydras in production. I mean, I think there's enough Goons to take out these Hydras, but the next wave is going to reinforce significantly. 16 fraction in once. I mean, that just means you had a lot of lava, but I'm still impressed, you know?
And +2 Hydra range attack is also coming out here now, so it's really gonna shred this Protoss army.
Yeah.
Currently 1-1 for Protoss, so like we're like this attack is just going to be absolutely incredible from the Zerg.
Now, he did take the 3rd base here, and you know, this ramp is quite defensible. If Protoss can just sort of zone the area between his natural and 3rd, he could probably hold here. But I think it's wide open for Zerg to take a 4th. This dude's keep trying to patrol that. But I mean, Zerg has a clear path forward in this game, whether they want to try and attack and bust, which is fairly realistic, or they want to just expand. I think Zerg has the initiative.
Yes, Zerg definitely has the initiative here. They've just been scaling and sitting for so long that this is their moment to shine, really, this like mid-game section. And we even got lurkers out here too, so like we're just gonna, and I don't see like an observatory built at all.
Oh, it's already finished.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
he's prepared.
Yeah, so we got the observers out, but this is a lot of Protoss army. Like, it's gonna be quite hard to crash through.
It
might have been better. Yeah, it is
lurkers.
Goon heavy, but it's still quite a number of units. We've only got the 1 Storm.
Well, Bojack not getting in position here and spreading these lurkers or anything. This ramp is a formidable obstacle for Dragoons, but if the lurkers are kind of sitting like in this spot, he should be able to get us up here. How many Storms we got? We've only got a couple. Not all the whole army is coming forward either. Looks like he's just testing the waters here. And yeah, you don't probably want to go up on here against this massive army. You probably want to find another way if you want to come across the map. Who needs High Templar if you've got this many Goons? I think Lanaishot needs High Templar. Uh-oh, DT. He's been spotted.
Bojack isn't going for a 4th base either. Oh, maybe he's clearing this out now with the Hydra, just as I say it. Cast a curse, of course. But, yeah, it's, I saw the 2nd Evo go down. And, haven't seen a Queen's Nest so far.
I don't even know where it is. Oh, over there. Yeah. Not getting that hive just yet. I think we want to drone up a bit more. I don't know. I mean, finally taking this 4th base. Now, Zerg has advantages, but Zerg has been on 3 base for a little while here. And Protoss has pretty good economy here. That's Protoss' advantage. Now, he's sort of letting this counterattack go down.
It's a Scooby-Doo moment.
Yeah, that's right. There's not many cannons in the natural. I mean, there's a couple Storms available. There's a little army here. He needs to pull the army behind the wall because I don't think he can fight it here, but he's just going straight in at the same time. I don't know about this. This looks advantageous for Protoss to me, but if he takes out these Templars, he gets both of them. Now, Protoss has to rely on the wall and the cannons, of which there's only 1. A couple more in behind. I don't know, that's a lot of Hydras. At the same time, though, Protoss busting through, storming the drones, not wasting any time. Oh my god, are we in a base race situation? The lurkers coming in single file. How is Protoss going to hold the ramp? Well, how is Zerg going to hold the ramp?
It's going to be incredibly difficult. Like,
oh my god.
If the Protoss needs to start making Templar now, but like they're not going to have the energy to be up in time, and like these Hydras are going to get up the ramp, and on top of the production, while Lana is also going into the main, spreading his units out to try and do maximum damage, going for all the Protoss tech.
Dude, if he gets lurkers all over that production, I think it's over, because Protoss can't really do anything about that. And Zerg, I think, has much more capacity to survive rebuilding on a base than Protoss does. That said, there's not much to defend here. If these goons get up here, no Hydra's morphing right now.
Yeah, no Sunken's morphing either. Like, our goons are getting up here, and we're going to do quite a bit of damage. We're getting right on top of the... Already going straight to the
DTs, though. DTs are out, and I don't see any Overlords around here. Now, he doesn't have Overlords.
I think I see the Overlords stunning it across the map, but yeah, those DTs are coming in clutch.
Oh, there's still Corsairs. Only one Overlord makes it, but that might be enough. It goes to work on the Observers right away. You don't want to lose those Observers. Oh my god, if he loses all the Observers, he is doomed. Okay, well, Protoss not going to hold this main, but Zerg losing this third. What buildings does he have left? He only has his hatchery that I can see. If he loses all the other buildings, that extractor in the main's going to go down. All this stuff's going to be cleared pretty quickly. I don't know if Zerg can kill all the Protoss buildings first. It might be Protoss taking out all the Zerg buildings, eliminating Bojack.
Protoss doesn't know about the 4th base, and Zerg doesn't know about the 3rd base, but okay, as I say that, Lana is sending Zealots to that 4th base, so yeah, and there's only one drone on the map as well.
Oh, he has a lot of money, though.
Yeah, he has a lot of money, so he could build a hatchery.
Well, time's running out. There's only these 4 buildings left for Zerg. The Protoss main continues to be ravaged, but he needs to build something soon. Where's he going to go?
Buildings going down really fast. He goes for an extractor.
Could have built a hatchery, but it doesn't matter. It'll keep him alive. And Protoss doesn't know where it is. I don't know if he saw that drone.
And it looks like Lana's also going for another base as well. So yeah, I think Protoss has this.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, no, Protoss looking like at a decisive advantage here. The Zerg army is actually stronger, I think, but it's just not in position. Now, if he can somehow not have this extractor found and take out the Protoss army on the map, then he has the insurmountable task of like sieging these bases, which looks downright impossible. Oh, he finds the extractor.
It looks like he finds the extractor. So he already has to be on the defensive, and like Lana could like start spamming.
Oh god, lurkers, defend the extractor. Does Lana no? It's the last one. Is he going to focus it? I don't think. I
reckon he's focus the extract with the goons, man. Go for it. In the game.
Can he do it though? It's a lot of lurkers.
It's a lot of goons as well.
Oh, it goes down.
That's our elimination.
GG. I love the GG after eliminates move. Back for Lanaishot after falling in the first game, tying it up 1-1. Really cool game, but you got to be careful about your positioning or you end up in those base races, right? Because if Zerg turned back, I think it also would have been hard to sort of reclaim the area in front of his natural. Yeah,
it must have just been like, I saw Overlords like around the map, but that must have been just the one spot we didn't have an Overlord at, and yeah, the backstab could be very brutal. Goons like take down buildings so quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty effective for the Protoss army to just chew through Zerg buildings quickly, right? Whereas, I think if you like add up the HP, Protoss is going to have like a lot more HP in their base because they need so many gateways, pylons, all this stuff. Whereas Zerg basically has like a few hatcheries and a few tech buildings, and that's it.
Yeah, particularly since you can just target tech buildings and eliminate entire units being produced. Whereas like with Protoss, like yeah, you can do the same thing with the core, but then you've also, you know, got to take down the gateways themselves because they can still make zealots.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's get into game 3. See who can take this. It's tied up 1-1. Cattlebruisers says a series win already, so you know Bojack's going to want it. All right, in the top right here, in the blue, we have Bojack. And in the bottom right, in the red, we have Lanaishot. In top vs bottom again. Thank you, wonderful CPL people, for hosting top vs bottom. Oh, something else I should mention for all the people who just joined the stream, in fact, all the regulars. Please, please, please clip hype moments that happen. We're going to use them. We're going to make a hype video for the next season, so please clip everything that seems worthy. Can't do it myself. Too busy casting, so help me out here.
I just realized that it's Lana is hot and not Lanaishot. I always thought it was Lanaishot.
Do you know that for sure, though? It could be like Lanaishot. We don't know. I've never asked them.
We're going to need confirmation from chat which version it is. Because we're at an impasse here.
You know, I always thought it was Lanaishot, but I'm not going to dismiss the possibility it's like Lanaishot.
We got Lana in here and he says Lana is hot, so you are correct.
You could have kept us in suspense. It's a misspelling. Lana is only 1 meter 50? What? I don't understand. Oh, 1 meter 50.
Very small villa. Right.
Escalade, why are you roasting me in chat? What is this? Alright, we're here on Polypoid now, by the way. I could see a longer game here, I don't know. Both games have been pretty dramatic so far. That's true of the first series too, actually.
Yeah, this entire T0 cast has been quite dramatic.
Yeah, which is good,
A lot of twists and turns. Yeah, it's been fun to cast. But we got another overpull coming up here from Bojack. And I think we're going to go Nexus before Cannon this time as well, from Lana is Hot. So...
Hey, someone was saying they want to see the notorious SCV victory. Check out the link the bot just posted. Last week's cast has it. Last week's match of the week. If you want to see that. Alright, yeah. I mean, both players going for the mundane opening here. You know, I remember when we had Shakira's Temple in CPL. Every PvZ on that map, for some reason, would turn into this, like, amazing 50-minute, like, slogfest. I guess it's just hard to get across that map.
It really is.
No. Accounts, this is Coach-Pupil League, so this is everyday people like you and me. We have players ranging from, like, sub 1000 MMR up to, like, A rank. And this is tier 0, so this is the upper end. Both these players, I don't know exactly, but I think they're both B rank. Lana's Hot's in chat, you can confirm, I'm sure. But no, this is, like I said, this is everyday people in Coach-Pupil League. Everyone's just trying to improve. They form their teams of coaches, and we smash them together for entertainment.
But they're all conceptually pro gamers, right?
Yeah,
not
that's
actual
right.
Pro gamers.
Lana's be confirmed. Lana's trying to sandbag, say they're 1450, but you're not getting demoted to tier 1 today, Lana.
Yeah, no sandbagging today. But building the hatchery at the mineral only.
Yeah, just to get around the blocking, I suppose. Now,
yeah.
I think this does kind of give the intention of Zerg to go in a longer game, because I think the 12 is more defensible, but if you get set up with like a big base here, and you get onto that 4th base with the 12, it gives you a really strong like sort of rally point and sort of arc of locations you have to defend. And once you get to Hive and have like Plague and Lingers running around, it becomes almost sort of like an unbreakable area for Zerg. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into this just from literally taking that third at this point in the game. I'm looking way too far ahead, but I don't know, just a thought.
I was actually thinking, yeah, more like centered around like the early game. That third might indicate a bit of a push coming in, because like that because you don't have your third gas, which is really important for Zerg.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
maybe
that's again though why
he can always take a faster fourth. Yeah, he could always take a faster fourth. But we also see a layer coming down, so it could just be a hatchery block. And we're reading way too much into it. Yeah, we are.
Zerg places a hatchery, we're both like, oh, it could be this, it could be that. Zerg just, I wanted my minerals, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, Overlord coming in here. Doesn't see anything too interesting. This Overlord must be bored out of its brains. It's like, oh, Cybercore, how original.
Yeah, but we might be able to see when the timing of the Stargate is, which should be very useful information indeed.
Yeah, I'm running low on gas. I wonder if the gas was late. Not going to get that Stargate right away. Same thing again, the probe hiding in here. I mean, I assume Bojack's going to realise it's here. No? Oh dear. Maybe he'll actually scout this time, though. Yeah,
wrong StarCraft game, AK Wells.
Quasi, get out of here with StarCraft 2. You know that's not what we do here. Like we were saying, casting pro tip, just bash StarCraft 2 for instant viewer satisfaction.
Exactly. Looks like we got a Zealot coming across the map here.
Oh, he is way too far from home. He is not making it back. Yeah. But maybe he'll kill a drone for his trouble. Well, it's a nice spot, though.
Might get a couple of lings, but yeah. He is not making it home. Not going to get back to his family, that's for sure. Spire going down. And is that an Overlord in the other main? I'm not sure.
Over there? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was going to be a 4th base.
Oh, he finds it. He knows. He knows Lana's tricks. Can't be fooled. Unfortunate. So once again, Lana not going to be able to see the Spire, but I think the assumption is there. Well, hang on. We got a Citadel build going here. Who'd have thought? The Overlord perhaps unwisely already retreated, thinking it knew what was going on, but it did not know. There's going to be a rude awakening here. Dragoon already out. I guess that was to chase out the Overlord. I know about this little move out, though. Well, it's probably enough to take on those Lings alone. What if they just ignore it, though, and run in and kill the cannon? I don't know.
I mean, they definitely can. They got speed, and there's nothing in that natural protecting them. But
what the hell am I watching?
They really are just going across the map, aren't they? This is an expedition right now. And Bojack is really unaware. And yeah, he's going straight into the main. He's going to see the Citadel and no Stargate. But this Goon and Zell are gonna get some damage done.
there you go.
They've used one drone at least.
I mean, this pull is doing damage on its own. It is nice that Bojack knows what's going on now, and he's already making a Hydra dent, so he's probably going to be okay here. Wait, he has a Spire, right? Do you still just make Mutalisks in this moment, I think, to stop the Zealots? And look at Lana does pull back, though, so... Oh, hey, buddy, didn't you hear we're going home? Oh dear, he didn't get his orders.
He did not, and he's going to pay for it. Unless he's turning around now, but I think it's had too late. Yeah, the Hydra dent's interesting because... since you don't see a Stargate, you could just mass meter, but I guess
I think you have to stop the speed attack. I think that's the best play.
You have to at least, I think you have to at least make 5. But he isn't mining from the second Natgas either.
Ooh, people in chat pointing out he saw the den, and he didn't actually scout this Spire, so maybe he won't be expecting mutas, and that could be a big deal. I don't see any cannons in this main. That's a cannon. Okay, fair. Okay, still a chance. One cannon, not that much though, but he does have to stop the attack first. Zerg has to use them to defend at least first. He sees them pop now. These Zerglings probably not going to last too long. Protoss is on that +1, and with speed as well, just melting those Zerglings. The drones are exposed. The Mutalisks will clean this up, but I mean, a lot of drones are going to fall in the meantime. Zerg just fighting straight up with the drones, not even scared. I mean, maybe he should have been, because this third is covered in blood now.
Yeah, that's a lot of drones going down, and that's going to hurt our economy by quite a bit. But it looks like we are absolutely spamming the meters now. Like, we are definitely going to pounce on that Protoss base. 4 Templar on the way and 2 cannons, and we're just going to keep rallying Zealots across the map.
Well, we're sort of in a ZVZ situation now, though, where it's like he's sending out the Zerglings to keep the mutas back. It's the same thing. If he doesn't deal with these Zealots with the mutas, he has nothing else to deal with them. Now, he's going to clean this up, and now Protoss really has to worry about defending. Getting more cannons here just in time. I'd like to see more cannons at the natural. The Templars are out. One of them is just waiting to be picked off out there. Storm is researched, I believe, but it's going to take a little bit for the energy. Where did that Zealot come from? The bonus Zealot. Can he get one more? Oh, looks like he won't. Oh, he gets it!
Just gets it.
Oh, dear.
Just pokes it with the tip of his blade. Dashes. That was like the diving dash.
Yeah. Where he's reaching out one arm. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Alright, coming across here. I believe Storm's available. An Archon has been made. Now, you don't want to be out with that Archon on its own, because your opponents really goes through, they'll actually kill it. Okay, looks like he's not going to try it. Oh, flanked between 2 Archons! The second one doesn't even attack. He does take out a Templar for his trouble, which is very nice.
Yeah, that was pretty spicy, flying directly in between the 2 Archons. But yeah, we're still not getting aggressive with these mutas at all, even though, like, we pretty much killed every Zealot on the map. Either he's still scared of Zealots, or he's, like, he doesn't quite... know that he just could probably just fly in and destroy everything, but we do have to get ready for this attack, although there aren't that many units.
The ragtag force coming in here. Oh.
We are bringing down those Archons, and we are building an extra sunken.
Yeah, the extra sunken is going to be critical here. Might actually push the Protoss back. Very, very thoughtful to get that.
Yeah, especially with the Hydra. Ooh.
Gotta be careful there. I mean, at this point, you just stop stacking, right? And you just go in formation, I think, and try and fight this, if you want to fight it with the Mutalisks at all.
Yeah, it's probably better not to go in it at all. Like, 2 Archons and a Dragoon, it's like, yeah, just wait for your Hydra to build. But we aren't spending the lava at the space either.
Every time an Archon's going to hit... Sorry, I have to yell. People in my house are probably like, is he dying? Oh my god.
Alright, we got... Oh, that's why we're swallowed. Yeah, it looks like with one of the Archons down, but yeah, it's just a lot of Zealots, and we're just gonna lose more drones.
Yeah, he'd only just remade those, really. But the thing is, Protoss is trading their army off every time this happens, though, and the muta count is not going down. I mean, I don't know. It seems like this is pretty good for Zerg if this keeps happening, and Protoss doesn't even have a kind of plan. But he has been able to get up more gates. Maybe the next attack will be stronger, but he's just going to keep redroning. Get into those Hydras, which are good enough versus the Archons to deal with that. DT is out, though. Now, that could be scary. There's an Overlord there, but there's no Overlord speed at this time. Nor is it being researched, so definitely open for abuse here.
Nah, it's not being researched, so it definitely doesn't have Overlord speed yet. But yeah, here we come with the mutas going for a counterattack.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Overlord just out of position.
Oh, but it's a block! That's a block! Are you kidding me? What? Well, DTs are slightly fatter than Zealots, so there you go.
Okay, but that's a new one.
They've put that DT on a diet, like, honestly. You could have gotten, like, a few drones there.
No body shaming in this. We're not going to body shame.
Alright. I'm just saying, if he slipped through there, it would have done a lot more damage.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. But,
gas probes. This is Protoss' way of showing, like, I'm going to take you out now. I don't even need any more gas. Oh, wait, maybe I do.
Yeah, but we're just going in again. Like, this is a very small, like, special ops crew coming in here. Like, you know, got the really low unit count. We might have to, you're definitely going to have to pull back the units again. Getting the High Templar, very nice snipe. And supply blocking the Zerg at the same time, but we're just going to come in here. But there's 2 Sunkens here. Probably would have been better to go in for the main. It's a lot less defended than this little natural here, but maybe the Protoss might be able to... Nah, not with these rallying Hydras. They're going to absolutely jump on top of these Archons and just absolutely smash them down, leaving everything else for the Mutas to clean up.
Only a couple drones getting taken out this time. This is what I was talking about. Every time Protoss does this, it seems like Zerg's defense is that little bit stronger, and Protoss has reset their army like 3 times now. The Mutas are still at large. I don't believe a single Muta's ever died in this game. Same as last game for a while, I guess. And now I can't see any more attacks going down. Protoss is going to have to like go back to what's left and think, oh, I need a third now. Oh man, this goon. Bad day to be on Overlord cleanup duty. Yeah,
and I don't think Lana's like left like any like High Templar or like built extra cannon in his main as well. So like, that's a wider number of cannons. Never mind.
But the Templar have been being picked off relentlessly. It looks like it's not over. Oh no, he just flies through. Oh, sad.
It looks like the Mutas are going to do quite a lot of work though, just picking off these High Templar. It's really going to keep Lana on the back foot here. Because, there's just so many, like you said, like every single attack, the Protoss has just reset their army, and the Zerg is just slowly scaling out of that position.
Ooh. Doesn't get the Templar. How is he with so many shots? Finally gets it. Ooh.
But those meters are pretty low now. Won't be able to do that for too much longer.
Now, this is the problem. Protoss going to try and take this third, but the Mutilers could come across and shut this down if the army isn't there. And even that aside, the number of Hydras is steadily building up here. These Mutilers are still trying to cause trouble. Oh, get the Templar back in position! Ooh, tries to storm it.
Storm. That was a good storm, got at least 1, I think.
Yeah. Did a little bit of damage, and the Archon Splash does as well. Oh, but this Templar's always on the outside of the formation. Now, Mutas are finally getting picked off a bit here now. Down to only 4, so the threat from those is pretty much over, but Zerg has gotten so much out of them, and now it's Mass Hydra. Look how many we got. I mean,
do we have +1 from our Hydra yet?
Probably. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do, so
Protoss on 1-1, though. And I think this is a better army for Protoss. Well, actually, that's a lot of Hydras. I don't know. Let's see. It's a lot of Zealots, too, though.
A lot of Hydra, and we do not have any Storms, so that could just melt through this Protoss army pretty quickly. But those Zealots are doing quite a lot of work tanking, but we've traded a lot of Protoss army.
Yeah, once you're down to only goons, you know it's time to run back.
Yeah, it's very much time to run back, and we've got lots and lots of Hydra at home being produced. DT thrown into the mix to try and get a couple of
Zeratul's here to try and save the situation. They did do some damage, but the goons still all falling.
But we're going to need Zeratul, his brother, and his cousin to really hold this off. So, Zerg's just going to immediately take this natural. And I didn't check if Lurker was built.
I don't believe it is, no. Does he have Overlord speed yet? Surely by now. I'm trying to find an Overlord that's moving. If he doesn't have Overlord speed, this is going to suck. Here is Zeratul's brother, indeed, although they're kind of slacking right now. He needs to actually get some hits down. There you go.
We really need to get the...
Dude, he doesn't have Overlord speed still. Lurker Aspect just started. Overlord speed still hasn't started either. Oh my god. He's actually picking off quite a few here. Here comes the Overlord, though.
Bojack is very good at hitting those, like, damage upgrades, but, the Overlord speed's always a little bit late.
Well, some Hydras got picked off. Does he have a Storm? He has a couple of Storms here. Oh, good dodge by Zerg.
It was a decent storm, yeah.
I mean, I think it's just enough for Protoss to push this back here. No energy? No. Maybe not. I thought he had one more Storm.
That would have been an amazing Storm right there. But it looks like Bojack just like taking this high ground, sort of menacing position. And as soon as those Lurkers are done, the fact that we still don't have a third gas will severely limit our lurker numbers.
I mean, Protoss has been pretty low on pros, I think, most of this game. He only just got 50 now, this third base is done, but it's on 2 bases, only on like 40-something. So it hasn't really had the money. I mean, he's got a bunch of minerals to spend, but the gas is so low as well, as we see, like you say, third assimilators coming up. At least the third base is pretty well cannoned up, so not easily going to be backstabbed here. But yeah, if he gets the lurkers up in here, it's just another step to a lurker contain, and I mean, we know how those end. A Zealot ran up into the 12 there. Looks like he killed 3 drones. What a hero. Zerg stepping forward.
Yeah,
he wants that Templar.
Just waiting for these lurkers to
Doesn't get it.
start morphing, man, and see the Zerg take this nat. Because I think it's inevitable, but
well, he's going to attack straight in here. Needs to throw down the storms before he loses them. Use them or lose them, right?
yeah, and those Templar were poking up a little bit ahead of the army. Now
Where
he's
are the
going
storms?
straight in, but there's just not enough Protoss units here. They're getting very quickly shredded. More than enough Overlords for the Dark Templar, and only High Templar left.
Yeah, it looks like Zerg just smashing through here, even if no bases fall. I mean, how is Protoss ever going to build an army and get out of this situation again? It looks like it's all over, but they're crying for Protoss here. The only cannon goes down. The Templars are just falling. This is a bad day to be a Templar, man.
Yeah, very bad day to be a Templar indeed. And it looks like +2 armor is about to get stopped as well. And now we've just got the Hydras inside the natural, tearing it up. Although we aren't macroing behind this from Zerg, so maybe if Protoss is able to hold this off, they might be able to get a little bit of a breather, but I find it highly unlikely since these Hydras are simply just not dying.
Dude, these Protoss units are all just running around, like, not knowing where to go between them. Man, must be a bad way to die, getting spit on from, like, 17 directions.
I think they're like spikes more than spit.
But they do spit them out, right? It's both at once.
I honestly, I don't. Like, I know in StarCraft 2 they've got, like, they, like, open up their arms and they've got, like, racks and racks of spikes.
Dude, I wish we had those animations. Those are cool.
Like, that's how I sort of imagine this, but, you know, honestly, headcanon, I think spitting's better. GG.
Bojack takes it.
For hire.
Okay, that makes it 2-1 for Bojack there. A win for Fightin Aiurish, evening up our series so far. We're looking good. Let's see if they can pick the right maps for the next series. We're going to go into Rev versus FridgeRaider. I have faith that they cannot host the wrong ones. Wait, who said the replay was bugged? Like, it didn't go down like that? I know, man. Chat never bugs. Someone type GG.
Oh, yeah, it's just bugs he was spinning. He's saying Bojack.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
that might explain it.
Okay.
Because you were spinning, Lana, just...
yeah, Lana didn't have much money. Well, I mean, still wasn't enough Hydras. Oh, that's probably why some of the units were running out. That explains why some of the units were just sort of running around. It still looked kind of real, though.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, at the end there, and why there were no storms. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I mean, what point was it okay up until? What do you think?
I mean, I think it was kind of over, like, once Bojack just got his Hydras into the high ground and he had, like, you know, he could have just made lurkers and sort of done the contain. I think it was, yeah.
Well, it does happen from time to time, but, you know, I think we got a decent picture of what went down in the game.
Apparently the no storms were real, so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It wasn't all bugged.
Oh dear. Alright, we're going to go into our next series here.
Unfortunately, that was bugged, though.
Alright, in the 12 o'clock, in the blue, we have FridgeRaider here for Fightin Aiurish, and the bottom left, in the red, we have Rev for Cattlebruisers, Fightin Aiurish with a Protoss player finally. Balance is restored. And once again, thank you so much for playing top versus bottom, this red versus blue. Beautiful. There was a cover up that series, yeah. CPL can't handle the truth.
Another PVZ.
Yeah. Now, the Silphid one, you know, we didn't really get to explore the map as such last time, did we? Because it was just a quick double proxy. I mean, one way or another, when you do that, you know the game's getting in quickly, right?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter about the map, because literally every natural looks the same, so...
Yeah, that's true. Well.
So here we go. We're gonna go for a, pile them in the natural, so no shenanigans this time. I guess we could still have shenanigans, but significantly less
Here's
likely.
what you do. You just build like 4 gates here, and off you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, you would know. You're the one who built like 3 barracks off in the corner on this map.
Oh, yes, in the, Yep, I do remember that. I gotta pull that out one day for the CPL people.
Yeah,
so they
that'd be
can
sick.
enjoy that miraculous build.
Dude, if you make
I
it
had
to
that
finals.
kind and everything. That pilot needs to be right up against the wall, Fridge. There you go, Fridge, getting some coaching in the replay from TT1. Thanks for stopping by.
Nice. Thanks, TT1, coming in and roasting our players.
I don't think it was a roast.
No, I know.
But, yeah, we're scouting, going for that Overlord. It's a very good scout.
You know, you were saying every natural looks the same. I mean, luckily this is Silver 3.0, right? So Protoss can actually deal with this natural now. In the past, not so much. The 6 o'clock was a bit brutal.
Yeah, I have seen those games. It did look very difficult to hold, but
now gateway opening for the first time tonight. You know, it's pretty odd in CPL or even just in general these days that you see so many Forge openings. Finally getting some Zealot pressure going down here. Now it was just the stand overpool again. All the Zergs these days don't really seem interested in doing anything too fancy so far. And Sixling's coming up right away. Oh, he's going to depower the gateway. Or is he?
it's just disrespecting the Protoss by spitting at it. Apparently,
that's why they need shields, so they don't get that on them. You know.
Yeah, true. That's the real reason why Protoss developed shielding technology. Zealot made, but he knows it's I think it was Nipel actually, Nipel Hatch. So keeping the Zealot at home.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I mean he's got the six lanes.
You're right. Now here's the thing: losing that scouting probe when you went for a gateway opening is actually really bad. You needed a lot more of a gateway, and you still want it with a Forge for sure. Now the thing is, he's sitting back, which I think is the right call here. So it's not as important, but you need the intel of what Zerg's making, how many lings, when, because decision making becomes so important in these situations. Zerg going straight in against the choked up Zealot, I don't know about that. That's exactly what Protoss wanted, but a bit of mismicro there from FridgeRaider. Wasn't back in the tightest spot. It does get taken out. That probe falls as well. So far, FridgeRaider training okay, but the problem is Lynx who just run in. Verev decides to turn around though.
Yeah, that was a bit of a 360 in terms of he was like going right up against that Zealot in the wall and then sort of backed off. It looks like he's trying to go back in.
Bro, we need you. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's getting right around that corner this time. That was not a proper block. And getting a full surround on top of that Zealot. And now we got those Lings inside the base. There's not really much, like, he needs to try and hold off that natural. No, he's backing off again. Okay. We're we're going a little bit all over the place with these Lings. But,
yeah.
Alright. Backing off with the aggression. It looks like we're droning now. We still got another group of Lings coming out here. And a lair coming down as well.
Oh, there's nothing blocking the middle choke, though. Although, I guess they called a choke for a reason. Only one Ling getting in on that cannon. One Ling will take out a cannon pretty fast, so 3 Lings get on it now. I don't think that cannon's going to get up here. The Zealot's killing off the Lings, though. But more Lings show up. I mean, he sort of has enough to defend now, even though he lost the cannon. I think Protoss can still hold off here. But at home, Zerg's managed to start a lair. The drone count is very low here. Only 10 drones. He's tried to keep the pressure on Protoss. Protoss not been probing that much either. But I think Protoss going to hold here, and barring some like shock, fast muta time doing a lot of damage, I think Protoss is really ahead.
Yeah, Protoss even dropping the second cannon for safety as well. It's like quite a lot of aggression, and even though it's a gateway opening, I almost wouldn't notice because like we've barely been able to get be aggressive with these Zealots. Like,
yeah,
it's just constant aggression from the Zerg. So really well done from the.
Gonna sneak out again here, and because it was a lair, there's no link speed yet, so he's gonna be able to get across. Or is he? The Ling's trying.
Maybe if these Lings are well controlled, he might be able to stop this. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, he's not confident with this probe. Oh,
no.
what a juke and a jive! Well done, Fridge.
The good old spin around. That was great.
Really well
I imagine
done.
he like leans on the Zergling's back and like peels off to one side. Here it comes. TT1 dropping more coaching in chat. I'm not going to say it out loud because it might be sort of, not exactly spoilery for the game, but reveal how it might go. But definitely read that if you want to learn Protoss.
So, I'm not sure if we saw the Spire or not.
I don't believe he did. I didn't actually think to check the vision there, but he went by one side. Or he could still, though. This probe's still alive, so it's not too late.
I mean, he sees the lair, so he might be tipped off.
Yeah. In fact, he's getting +1 air weapons. He knows a lot of links coming out here. I mean, you see so many links being made. You see, you know, no Hydroden or anything. You got to assume there's a Spire.
And you just missed it with your eyeball. Yeah,
That's
that
right.
sounds about right. So,
Ooh, stuck it in the net.
yeah, it's a neat little spot for it. Wonder if we're going to see a second Stargate go down? Nah, probably not.
This defense is strong enough. I don't think you can get anything done with these links. Second cannon and Zealots in position.
Yeah.
This is not going to be worth.
This won't do much.
Now, he has the insurance, though, if Zealots try to move out, especially with speed. There's a good number of links to have to stop that. Spies coming up here. And Zerg actually uses the drones. They make Scourge. Interesting.
Only one set of Scourge at the moment.
Yeah, he was saving Lava, and I really thought he was going to make mutas, but instead he morphed a bunch of drones. I don't know if that's in response to thinking Protoss are scouted or what, but that's interesting.
Fourth hatchery going down, going up to 5 hatch Spire.
Yeah, so I guess he's trying to transition to a very normal sort of Spire into Hydra game here. And, you know, he's right to expect the Corsairs. The Scourge are out. Here comes that first Corsair, but I don't think he realizes the Spires may be out a bit faster than he thinks. Oh, but they fly right past each other.
Oh, they almost just ran completely past each other, but the Scourge turned around.
It's so
and
close.
If he needs to get to that natural ASAP, he might... Oh, the Scourge AI
Scourge
just
are just too dumb to ever catch a Corsair, man. They just can't do it. Or are they?
Okay, well, it's a good day to die. So,
He didn't have
losing that first Corsair is a big deal. Like, it's definitely going to weaken our attack later on.
And he got +1 air, so he really wants to do some harassment here, I think, given that Zerg isn't making Mutalisk at all. So that is very unfortunate. Now these Scourge just sitting here, disrespecting the Protoss base. It's like when pigeons overhead, they might poop on you. You don't want that there, you gotta shoo that away. My god. 5 hatcheries going up, like you said. Got the Evo as well. I mean, Zerg really recovering pretty well from a bad opening. Ooh, looks like they've got a decent economy going right now. Protoss going to have speed and put on some pressure soon, but he's not going to have a Corsair count to really threaten. What you want to do is run the speed zealots in. Oh, he gets that one, nice. And while everything's busy, your Corsairs hit the Overlords, but what's he going to have? 2 Corsairs, maybe 3?
Definitely going to pump up way more than 3, maybe 4, 5, 6.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. When his speed is done, he wants to hit right away, but he's only going to have 3 at that point in time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, he might wait for that, for sure. It might work. But in an ideal world, you know, you hit as soon as possible with the maximum force possible.
I think just with the way that the early game, I think he might just go with the 3.
Yeah, Rev really turtling up here. I like to see this style of play, where you just get your defenses for sure, and eventually tech. All the zealots coming out here. They have +1, they do have +1, and there is no carapace for Zerg, so these Ling's not going to do much here.
We also didn't see any Muta being produced. Like, we went straight into Hydra getting lurkers as well.
Yeah, I think he did change his mind, because he was saving lava for mutas and then made a bunch of drones. I don't know what the trigger was, whether it was just that probe getting in or what, but I think it worked out quite well. Because with the +1 on the way, and like he already got cannons in the main and everything, I don't think the muta would have been super effective. Now these zealots cruising for somewhere to hit, but I don't think they're getting in here. They're not even going up the ramp. They're like,
they're not even going up that
there's
ramp.
No way, sir. Do we have to do it? No, get out of there.
Yeah, back off.
Turns around immediately. Oh, Zerglings!
Actually, the Lings are pretty good. But yeah, well, I mean, the mutas are still useful for defense, but
it's true.
If you skip mutas, it does mean you can get straight into Hydralisks much, much faster. So that can be used for your defense instead. But obviously, it means that you don't get the air superiority later on. Like now, Fridge has got more than enough Corsair to like chase down those 2 Overlords on the map if he sees them. Yeah,
Overlord speed not finished, but it will be in a minute, so he's missing a window to get some easy harassment here. I don't think there's many Scourge out. You can always, if there's not Scourge chasing you, you can always sort of cruise and fly away from Hydra.
Yeah.
Be careful.
And it really lets you, although there's really turned on up here, the Zealots got a lot of map control as well. They can get anywhere they want on the map. They can vacation in the other main if they wanted to.
So we're going for the good old 6-gate expand, or I guess 7 if you count them on the natural. Taking his 3rd here. Taking it towards the Zerg. But this sort of fake high ground is a pretty defensible location for Protoss generally. But it does kind of worry me. It's a pretty short path for Zerg to get there.
I think we saw 7 gates.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
saw
Like saying, I didn't count the one in the natural.
3, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. We're going for a big push. Although we like usually it's like gate number 8.
Yeah.
I believe it's like 8 gate, and then it's like 6 gate with a third. I'm not 100% sure. Someone's got to correct me on that.
Locust already out though.
Yeah.
So and Verse got nice obsidian locations. The natural maybe needs some more stuff. I don't know, but it is hard on Silver to set up too much there. And I think this is one of the factors that makes this map a bit better for Protoss sometimes. You know, it's quite hard for Zerg to set up a really strong defense than natural. But that said, Zerg is a pretty good army. It's all positioned down the map. These Corsairs just flying around getting picked off, not going to do anything. Where are all these Corsairs? They're all spread in all sorts of random locations, and they're just dying.
Yeah, I think they're looking for a 4th base, but there is no 4th base from
Protoss just goes
there.
back. He gives up on this. He's like, you know what? No.
Yeah, I think that's a smart decision. I think it's going to be really hard to hold.
Oh my god, this is so much stuff.
I think it's better just to have Storm in one choke point
Oh!
instead, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Big storms are going down.
Very
getting
nice.
a couple of lurkers and quite a few Hydra, but are we out of storms? No, we
Oh,
are
no,
not.
we
We're
are
getting
not.
even bigger storms. They're going absolutely down, shredding the Zerg army. Only a handful of Hydras left and 4 lurkers, but our observer isn't quite out yet. Zerg going forward and trying to snipe the High Templars. He gets one, but the storm cleans up the rest, and now we're just left with 4 lurkers, and once that observer comes out, I think Goon Range is already finished, so we can immediately kill those lurkers and get out.
Yeah, this is a disaster for Zerg. Like, there's so many goons as well. These 4 lurkers are not going to count for anything. I mean, he stops that proto 3rd base coming up, but yeah, just going to annihilate those.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything about Fridge killing the gateway.
Oh, whatever. I mean, it's going to happen eventually, right?
I thought usually you mentioned that they don't kill the gateway off, and they should. Yeah.
Well, he did, so I didn't have to, right? He didn't need it to be mentioned. Not this time. Oh, the lurker eggs! Although, I don't really see the point, because it's not like that location is that important right now. Now, Protoss instantly still just going for a 3rd base here, not trying to push across. That's intriguing.
Yeah, I think this is a smart decision. We're down to 6 gates now, and just taking a 3rd and just getting the 3rd up. Though, I don't know where our Templar are, but they are just a little bit behind. Yeah, like, very
Hardly
easily
needs them.
going to hold this 3rd. Like, just
Unless-
get the 3rd up.
Unless
and then
Zerg has all his army supply in one place, I don't think he even needs Storms. He just has so much as Zealot Dragoon, or even mostly the Dragoons, really. I just don't do so much damage. Rip lurkers.
They did their best, but they only got a Zealot. But, yeah, like, he's got a lot of Dragoons, right? And he's got a little bit of Zealots. But the Zerg's army quite large still. Like, you can definitely compete with this Protoss army, I think.
I mean, I don't know, I'm not so sure. Well, he is spread out, I suppose. So, yeah, maybe if he gets it all together, it looks more formidable. But, I mean, if there's some Lings in here, which aren't going to do very much, and the Lurkers, I think, rely on being already in a good spread position. And, you know, there's no real great choke position to set out Lurker fields on this map, unless you're defending a specific base, of course. So, I don't know, this Protoss army is a wrecking ball, and it seems like it's going to be hard for Rev to put, for Ver to put anything in its way. Well, he's cranked up the storms too.
He's in an offensive position right now, for instance. Like, you can definitely just jump on this, but there's quite a number of lurkers, but there's not actually that many that's natural. So yeah, I don't know how much Templar we've got, but they'd definitely all be full energy. So we're looking at about like, I don't know, 9 storms at the moment. So a couple of really good storms going down right now.
Ooh.
And if we get a little bit closer, we can get on top of that choke point from the 3rd point. But the Lings have, I think that's Cracklings, and we're getting on top of those goons, but there's just not enough Lings anyway. And it looks like the Protoss is getting right in here, cleaning up. A really good storm there, getting on top of those 2 lurkers there, and all those lurkers get cleaned up. Although we've only mostly got goons left, we are pumping out those Zealots to try and get the rally out.
Yeah, it looks like it's left with goons. And see, when Zerg is reinforcing with a little bit, sometimes a lot of goons can do it. I don't know though; they can also be very squishy, especially with these Zerglings here. I don't think they do have a
especially the
Drain
Lings
yet.
especially the links with crack, like they can shred those dragoons. And it looks like Ver is adding these sunken colonies to try and delay this for as much as possible to try and get some use out. But he's really just throwing the lings away. He's not really building any critical mass of them. And although they're getting a little bit of damage done every time, these goons are not going anywhere. And it looks like they're just going to take this natural by force, getting absolutely inside the choke point.
Trickles of units coming in. These lings indeed do not actually have adrenals, so that's probably why they haven't been as effective. And yeah, he's going to take out the tech, going to take out the hatcheries. Zealots reinforcing. I think as long as Protoss keeps reinforcing a little bit of units, there's no way for Zerg to stop this. The losses just keep piling up. No storms available though. Sad. Overlord's low.
And the hydrogen going down now. Yeah, you're right. They don't have adrenal. I just saw the hive finish then. I thought maybe they had adrenal because he's making so many. But nah, they definitely do not. And
it's the thing about Zerg, they just attack that fast already.
Yeah.
GG. FridgeRaider takes it.
For hire.
Well, there we go. That's 1 point for FridgeRaider in this best of 3. Taking game 1. Pretty convincing push there. Just once he got everything he needed in his army, bam, straight in the Zerg face. Didn't even go to any outlying base. He just went directly to the natural. I like that.
It was just it was a bit of a messy beginning from Protoss, but then yeah, like Fridge in that later in the part of the game, like he had a very clean kill on top of the Protoss base, just like sort of got in there, got all the good storms, and then just sort of like forced his way into the natural. Really well done.
Yeah, I think he took it a bit easy against that 9 pool. He was kind of not pulling many probes. He's been like, I got this. And luckily he survived, but it could have been hairy there. Alright. In the top right here, in the red, we have the Rev. And in the bottom right, in the blue, we have FridgeRaider. FridgeRaider for Fightin Aiurish, currently up 1 game. The Rev for Cattlebruisers. Going into butter on game 2. They picked the correct map. It was just an anomaly. I can stop mentioning it now. Okay, good. So, we were talking about Zerg on this map. Now it's a bit tough.
Yeah, it feels a little bit better in ZVP than ZVT, but yeah, it's a tough map. There's like third base is like okay, but I feel like as soon as you get into like that late game, like mid to late game ish phase, it's very easy just to slap down cannons everywhere, but the bases are like sort of open. And you can sort of hard to like build a proper sim.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. The third, so you take the high ground, is quite good for Protoss because it has just narrow ramps. Obviously, Zerg can make use of that, but like you say, Zerg kind of needs to take more bases eventually. That's generally how this matchup goes. Once you get to 3 bases and beyond, Protoss will just be 1 behind, and if you're on even, Zerg tends to be at the disadvantage. But I mean, this is all long game stuff though. But the rush distance is quite long as well. So Zerg not easily going to be able to pull off any like pull shenanigans. Hydra Bus would be slightly weaker. There's all these considerations. Sends his probe straight across as well. Very annoying. Now it looks like Zerg was thinking about Hatch first, although I don't know what possessed them to do that on this map where you're going to get scouted immediately. So this probe is going to cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, Ver's got a few options here to try and like bait this probe out, but yeah, it looks like Fridge is very conscious of the little tricks Zergs can do, and he's keeping that probe right on top of that natural, so he's forcing him to put it down on the third for sure.
I mean, that delays Zerg enough, you count it as a win. Spawning Pool only just going down now as well, so he could continue to block the natural probably before Lings are out. I mean, there's going to be no minerals for it for a minute, so obviously he's coming over here. Gas goes down right away here on 11 supply. That's quite fast here. Is he thinking of a 2-hatch muter? Now, it is going to be a bit weird if he doesn't take natural, just has this hatch over here. So I imagine he must be thinking of a 3rd hatch, but that is a fast gas for sure.
Yeah, it's a really, really quick gas indeed. Usually, like, even for 3-hatch, like against Forge, you take it at about 240. So yeah, that was like a full 20 seconds earlier. So
yeah,
definitely signaling some sort of fast tech play here.
Now, everything going really good for FridgeRaider, I think. Just coming across that scout. Gets the gateway before the cannon and everything. Because he just sees this pool is only just coming out now. He knows absolutely everything. He got his Nexus as well, I didn't mention, but there you go. There's a third hatch coming up here. Zerg about to hit the gas, only mining 1 in gas, so maybe it was just a mistake taking it so early, or he didn't want to get stolen or something weird, I don't know. And it looks like he's going to start a lair, I think, in a moment. Well, let's see.
A little bit of a late lair. There we go, yeah. Yep, the third hatch goes down. That's what it's called. It's called a third hatch.
Yeah.
And
you can call it the natural, it's okay.
The Ling, as well, is making a Ling for the little probe.
The little probe. Sounds kind of like it's a kid's book. The little
It
probe.
is.
He went to the Zerg base and...
that is a little probe compared to those massive Ling behemoths that are
in the
into
illustrations in the kids' book, the Lings look like the size of Ultralisks. Oh, run away.
And we're getting an Overlord inside the Protoss space as well.
And in chat saying a natural hat is the Natchery. Oh, little probe, run away. I can't look away from this probe, man, I'm sorry.
No, little pet.
Oh, no, don't even say his name. This isn't Little Pep, this is some other little probe. This is anonymous probe.
No,
Dana, you shut your mouth. I can't believe it's him. You in particular, don't mention his name.
I was about to say it was Dana that gave me the
Oh my god. The murderer. Oh, there he goes. He does go down. I mean, it lasted a fair while. Saw there was no hydrogen in the main, but he didn't really check these other locations. Now, we know, we have the benefit of knowing there is no hydrogen. There's no spy yet either. There it is. It goes down the main. And I wonder, you know, is Protoss due to say, okay, he didn't build it in the main, I'm just going to hope he didn't build it anywhere? It certainly looks like that's what FridgeRaider's thinking. No second cannon or anything like that. He did send another probe, though.
Yeah, sending another probe just to confirm the tech. But... like, the muses are going to be quite late for 2 hatch, so I wonder what that early gas was about.
Yeah, maybe it was just a mistake. I'm not sure. You know, thought he was playing TVZ for a second or something. It's not going to impact too much because he just didn't mine it that much. So, you know, keeping a handle on his economy pretty well, even despite that, I think. So here's the second little probe. The littler probe. Oh, he's not going to last very long at all.
This is...
farewell.
This is dead probe, not little probe at all. +1 hasn't quite started on the forge, but we are getting +1 air weapons.
Well, I think at any rate, Protoss is satisfied there's no Hydra bus coming, so...
There we go.
Going into the same thing here.
Just as I say it, there goes +1 weapons. Just waiting for the gas, I guess.
There you go.
He hasn't put down... Okay, no, just as I say it. There's hatchery going down, 4th hatch going down to the 3rd base.
Are we going to see Mutas straight up this time? Okay, Scourge get made again, and I guess with these 5 hatch already coming, he is thinking of just doing the same thing pretty much, straight into the Hydras. Interestingly, he goes for this Overlord. Again, I think FridgeRaider is saying here, like, okay, from what I saw of my probes, I think I know what you're doing pretty well. I don't really need to scout. I'm just going to take this free Overlord, and then fly back. Keep it safe.
He backs off.
Ooh.
Going for the 2nd Overlord as well.
What was he doing over there, man? He was asking for trouble. Oh dear.
Yeah, well, they're going to pop like balloons.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a big supply block from there.
Scourge are roving for those Corsairs, though. They're looking for them, but they're too late. They're showing up. Where's the Overlord? What? There's nothing left. Don't trust.
Yeah, they're a bit late to the party, but I mean, they've got no eyes, so they can't really tell what's going on.
You know,
We've got Overlord speed.
Sorry,
I was going to say Overlord speed and 2 more hatches going down.
Wow. Oh, this is a great SimCity at the 3rd. Now, obviously, if stuff somehow comes from the left, it's not so good, but if it comes from the right, Zealots ain't getting in there very easily. Now, this might be a bit stronger than it was last time for FridgeRaider because he hasn't lost any Corsair. Oh, careful though. Don't want to lose him now. Cannons easily. Oh, my gosh. Turns away at just the moment to push that AI. But yeah, this is a lot more formidable of a force to hit Overlords here if he attacks with his speed timing at the same time. In fact, oh, the Citadel's so late though, I just realized. It's only just finishing.
Especially since you just got those 2 Scourge, you could definitely go like onto the map and yeah,
well,
like even more Scourge going down. Like yeah, this is going to be quite formidable. It's like the opposite of what happened on the Neo Silford game. Like,
but they don't have speed.
Rather than the Scourge getting every single Corsair, the Corsair's going to get every single Scourge.
But without speed, these Zealots can't really threaten too much.
Oh, it only just started as well. That's a bit unfortunate.
Well, I mean, he can still try, because all they're trying to do is tank, really, while he hits Overlord. So I guess they can still do that with that speech. They would have already been at this base. I mean, with only 4 Hydras here, maybe you can get something done. Decides not to. That SimCity is pretty brutal. Bunch of Lings coming out to meet their doom. Oh, no +1 yet, though. It's not quite finished, is it? Ooh.
Yeah, but it's about to kick in here.
He's waiting for it, I think. But that's a lot of Hydras, too. I don't think he can really pull this off. And without speed, he can't really run away either, so I think he's going to lose all these. Oh, well, let's see.
I think he might have thought that there was, like, Muse going to be added on the map, but, like,
maybe.
It's been versed, doesn't really build meters, per se. He just more gets Spy for the Scourge, and then goes straight into Hydra, which is definitely a good way of playing. But it means that these Zealots are sort of just going to get picked off while Verge
Dude, he's going to bust the natural.
across the map.
He's trying to build the cannons. Speed is still not done. Is he actually just coming in here and kill him?
And
No
most
way.
of these Zealots are out of position, man. Like, you can just definitely jump in
He's
here.
going for it. The killer instinct is real. He knows Protoss is weak, and he's going straight in here. Targeting the Forge. He's trying to get that +1 still. It does finish, I think. Did it finish? I can't select a Zealot because they're all dead. Oh my gosh. He needs to target those probes, get them out of the way, but he's targeting the cannons anyway. That's a lot of Hydras still. Corsairs here, all they can do is get some Constellation Overlords, or maybe get taken out themselves. The Templar comes out. Still a bad day to be a Templar. Oh dear.
And immediately purged,
This one did finish.
It looks like the Hydra aggression is going to be hold, but only just. Like, every single cannon's going to be going down.
Well, forced a lot of cannons out there, and got a Templar and stuff. I think it was definitely worth it.
The Forge particularly stopping the +1 armor.
No, he got it. He got it. It was so close, but it finished.
No, he already got +1 weapons. It was +1 armor that was...
Right. Sorry, my bad. Because I thought it was spinning when it died. That explains it. Oh, dude, Corsairs! No, what are you doing? Why are the Overlords hold positioning?
I don't know.
Questions on both sides here. One Corsair limps home. Very unfortunate. I mean, I don't know. Well, drone's idle. I feel like Zerg can easily replace that army, and he's sort of delayed the gateway expansion. Like I said, he killed Templar as well. Shield battery going up, interestingly. We'll see what role that has to play.
I think it is better if he just drones here anyway. Like, that was quite a lot of damage he just did. He could just sit back and drone for a little bit. Like, I think his mains looks pretty saturated, but his natural is definitely not quite as saturated. Oh, that's decent. I think that's about 11. But, yeah, I do like the decision to drone, but it looks like he is also making additional Hydra.
Yeah, well, that's all he kind of has to do, right? Lurk Respect's on the way. This one lone Corsair. Gonna head in here. Man, I love the, like, PvZ theorycraft going on in the chat. Learning's happening. Well, he's just scouting around, I guess, seeing what's going on. Doesn't see any, like, weird fast hive or anything like that. I'm not sure really what you look for at this point in the game, right? Because you know they already have their Hydra tech. Oh, okay. He already has a Spire out. Maybe if you see a bunch of mutas hatching all of a sudden or something, I don't know.
Well, also, like, seeing whether he's droning or making a Hydra will indicate whether or not you need to make additional cannons or not.
Okay.
But, right now, like, you know, we didn't really see the first lot of eggs being hatched. So, like, we've just got a massive army right now, and not that many defenses. Like, I think I got 1 or 2 storms, so we should be able to hold this off. But if we got a couple of good storm dodges, we could definitely still break this.
Or if you got a couple of, what's the opposite of a storm dodge? A storm eat? A storm meal?
Meal.
Yeah, then Protoss is going to be feeling pretty good. I guess he's not going to commit and take that chance. Got to shout out Ver's macro here, keeping that money low, really macroing very well. Both players really as well. I'm just more impressed by the Zerg because I find it harder when you have all these hatcheries in all these locations, you know, to keep pumping those Hydras and not get supply blocked and all that. Now look at this, Protoss going to come out here, needs the backup of the Templars though. These Zealots alone not going to be able to get much done. God.
Zealots are running around the map, but I see mutas are hatching right now. You're right, Neb. He's going to go for a bit of a muta switch, maybe. I've only seen 5 so far.
Wait, people pointed out, FridgeRaider built the Forge here again. And started upgrading from that one. FridgeRaider, did you have to... You couldn't have built it in the main? Did these Zealots, though, they're just going to be free money for the Zerg, I think. I don't think they're going to get anything done. They've just run out here. Well, they might get away still. Oh, body blocked. Nice. Unfortunate. Oh, he's the mutas though. Or not. Okay. I think they might make it back now. The mutas slacking off a bit when they could have moving shot and probably taken all these out. But now I think these Zealots going to be able to run back and rejoin the army, in which case it was probably a good move, because it sort of distracted the Zerg, made them pull their army back, bought a bit of space for Protoss. In fact, even got a couple of free Hydras.
Yeah, it ended up being a stroke of brilliance.
Yeah, silly me. See, I know
But 7
PvZ.
more meter are being produced right now. Could we
Yeah.
see just mass meter going right on top of the main and just absolutely... Because we lost all our Corsair, although we do have +1 on the Corsair, so we could remake them and be like really strong with them.
Oh my god, there's so many Mutalisks.
There's just really a lot of Mutalisks. And
Did he see him with the Zealot though? Didn't he spot that, or did he not? I didn't look at the
He
vision.
did, he definitely did.
Yeah. Well, whether he saw it is another question. Well, now he knows. Oh, it's a bit unfortunate. There's lots of Dragoons out, actually, so without some swift micro to just pick off Templars at the edges, this is going to be hard to make effective for Zerg, and he's neglected the number of Hydras a little bit because of this. He still has a formidable amount, but all you need is a few good Storms. Man, there's only 3 Templars with this army, though. Oh, here he comes.
Being right on top of you. Is he going to get any Templar? They are very
That's
full
one.
energy right now. That was a
another
somewhat
one.
storm. Oh, that was a very good pick off.
Now he's making it work. I mean, I think Zerg's happy to trade all the Mutalisks for all the Templars here.
Yes.
Oh, doesn't quite get it.
But there's a very low Templar.
There's a lot of money for only 2 Templars if you think about it, though.
Yes, but if you do get all the storms, then your Hydra can just simply destroy everything.
Well, he does need to engage and destroy the army, though, or in the long term it won't be worth it. But can he? Does he have enough Hydras for this? I'm not sure. Oh, that Templar's so low, please. No, just 2 more meters dying. DT actually going to work. There's no Overlords here. And looks like Protoss just smashing through. Where are the Hydras? I know he has more Hydras on the map. Where are they? They're all spread out. Lurkers are out, but this 4th base is dead. It's
Very
over.
much so. But he did manage to get that low health High Templar after all. So
Oh, he did?
his-
Oh,
yes,
that is
so
nice.
his force is a little bit weak.
Oh,
But,
there's no Observer, but he's also not able to burrow. He's dead. Oh, wait, no, there's 3 Observers. Silly me.
yes, like, he's holding the high ground against these Hydras.
Yeah.
He's going to absolutely destroy these Hydras.
Yeah.
With the mischance while he gets his 4th base. This is a really strong position from Fridge because there's unless Zerg switch it up and like tries to do a flank or something, there's no like he's going to be really inefficient breaking all these goons. And I think Fridge might be a little bit happy to trade all the goons. But here we go from the backstab with the Lings that are getting right on top of these goons. Tanking a few of the shops so the Hydras can get up onto the high ground to do a bit more damage.
Dude,
So-
these DTs still doing work somehow. Yeah, Goons famously not effective when they're on their own. But I think it's still a very worthwhile push for Protoss, taking out that 4th. Oh, the Observers! Oh, he tries to dance it. He almost kept that alive. But now everything is getting taken out. What are these Templars doing here?
They are far from home.
Oh,
very
no.
far from home.
Uh-oh.
And they are going to donate to the Zerg.
Well, he does at least get some storms down, but yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, I always say the Templars are trying to hug the enemy because, you know, they walk in, they're just like, no, we don't need violence. These ones, they were making their peace march all the way to the Zerg base. They're like, if we can just get to the mineral line, we can convince the drones, the workers, to rise up and stop this pointless war. But alas, Hydra's intercepted them. So, I don't know.
Hydras are the true warmongers. Yeah, like, we've got a very low force now from Refrigerator, and we
Yeah.
don't have a 3rd base on the way at all.
Yeah, if he was able to kill that 4th and pull back with the rest, it would have been okay. But sacrificing those Templars especially, very painful. And all the goons falling. I mean, it still makes it 3 base versus 2 base. Now, Pro's going to take this finally. Zerg double expanding here, and the Hive is finished, actually. So, despite taking out that base, I think Zerg's still ahead. Funny to say when he's like 20 supply down, but that's PvZ for you. Oh, don't do this. Yeah, that's how you get not ahead. The best we can do is cast Storm in the time that is given to us. It's pretty good.
Protoss proverb right there.
Yeah.
But, getting the 3rd base up, but it's quite late. It's like already well and truly into the 17 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's just, although we did get the Zerg force, like,
Well, Zerg doesn't want this fight, I don't think. A couple of Storms would put paid to this pretty quickly. There goes one, not the best. More Hydras show up, though. Look, the energy is there. FridgeRaider just needs to get the Templars in position. I mean, so far he is. Observer. Oh, nicely done down there at the bottom as well. Yeah, I don't know about this. Verev losing a lot of Hydras here without much to show for it. He's getting a couple of goons. I don't think he killed any of these Templars. They get their energy back. Oh, that DT. You kidding me? 3 HP. 4 kills.
he's going for more. Like, he's hungry. He really
Yeah,
wants
he
to
may...
he really wants to fry some Hydros with that blade of his.
He may bite off more than he can chew if he's not careful, though, but he does pull back.
Yeah, luckily.
Protoss node is up. A very small proton. So, you know, something I was going to point out is Zerg's drone count is really not that high, actually, especially considering going to base 4 and 5. So despite sort of standing strong against the Protoss, no overwhelming, like, macro is going to come out here, at least not for now. And this puts Zerg in an awkward position where they do need to keep building the army, but they also need to drone up these bases they just took. Protoss obviously doesn't suffer from that problem, but also well, given the main is mine out, I guess the probe count is okay. I was going to say pretty low for third bases, but this third base is so late, he's actually really just on 2 bases right now.
Yeah, and like, yeah, the really low drone count really hinders him from doing like putting on a lot of pressure on this attack. Like any pressure he's doing is like sort of weakened because he could have had a little bit more army already, and just a little bit later. But it looks like he is droning up behind this particular attack, but he is losing quite a lot of units in this attack, like bleeding quite a few units.
What is this Defiler going to do? We have no Plague here, and it's mostly Hydras, so I question the efficacy of Swarm. Consume is done.
Sure
yeah, but Plague did not, so unless you got Lurkers here, I don't know about this. Yes, it's a goon-heavy army, but at the same time, you have mostly Hydras here. I mean, okay, the Lings are coming up, but you're still just kind of dancing around in the open, right? If you just cast a Swarm on those goons, they just move out of the way, and then you're back to square one, I think. Now, if Plague is finished, that's another story entirely.
And we are starting one Lurker at least, so...
Yeah, okay, droning up a bit more as well. You know, Zerg is getting what they need to. It's just the question is if Protoss is going to be too powerful, because they've been just defending these little attacks, if they're going to be able to come across with a backlash, take out one of those 2 bases, or maybe both. Oh, look at this though. This base not really defended very well. A few cannons. I assume Adrenal's done there. Well, he's going to pull back because the Protoss army's nearby. There goes that Swarm, but hey, it's a great target to put a Storm in. Swarm, Storm, close enough. There's a DT under here too, which is a great unit to have under a Swarm when there's no detection. Okay, it does pull out. I mean, I guess I was knocking the Dark Swarm a bit too much, but I don't know. This doesn't look that good for the Zerg.
It's not. Like, just everything got stormed, and the Lurker died as well, so pretty much everything just got cleaned up.
This friggin' 3 HP
Oh, actually, there's still
DT,
one
man.
Lurker under there.
Where's the Observers? Oh, they're in the back a bit. Yeah, this DT's gonna do it. No? Results? Yes, DT, go. He does it. Man, this DT is an absolute hero. I can't believe this.
Kills. He's gonna...
I better leave him selected. Hope he doesn't die.
I hope he gets his own, like, with that 9 kill money, like, headcount money, he can, like, buy a shuttle and then, like, drop himself off into the
Yeah, did they get a bounty for each Zerg?
Yeah.
Well, we do have a support pay coming up, so shuttle speed could definitely be an option here, maybe for storm drops. A bit later in the game for those DT drops, but they can always be devastating, right? And I don't see much detection around these Zerg bases, maybe some of them. And yeah, Zerg trying to transition into this late game like Lurkerling Defiler here, but I think you still need a good number of Hydras mixed in. Oh, Protoss out position though. This base is definitely going to fall this time. I think Zerg knows.
As well as those 2 probes. But he will see it and he will back up just in time. For,
I don't think it's in time for this Nexus.
Actually, it's not in... Yeah, no.
Oh, probes.
Yeah, regardless.
Oh, Storm, Storm, Storm! Oh, there it is! A Plague goes down, but I mean, who's really suffering here? You tell me. Oh, those storms are huge! Okay.
Absolutely massive. I think that was like 4 Lurkers killed each time, but we still got quite a few Lurkers in there, and we did Plague couple... No, it's only 3 units that got Plagued. The Nexus did get cancelled, so it is still a win from the...
Well, technically, if Protoss can never make it across the map and hit Zerg, Zerg can win the game this way, just doing this over and over. But if Protoss gets across, I mean, Zerg does not have much.
We see an Ultraless Cabin.
Oh no, I just looked at the Templar. Where is he? He didn't die, did he? Oh no, where's the Dark Templar? Anyone? Is he dead? No, I didn't even see him die. Oh well. He was on 3 HP. He was never going to last very long. Ultraless Cavern, you say? That's an interesting choice when you don't really have a big bank or anything here. I don't know if Zerg's really in the position to go for this. Let's see.
Our worker camp's still only at like 50, so...
Yeah.
That's still quite low. But, we are.
Dude, he needs a storm. There you go. That's the storm.
Man, Lings do so much work.
Storms do as well, though. Storms versus Lings in particular are really good. And this is kind of all Zerg has, though. He hasn't really made the Hydras very much. This looks good. It looks like, oh yes, Lings are being cost efficient. But what else does Zerg actually have? He has Plague. Plague is good, but it's not a unit on its own that can actually stop this Protoss army. Plague's all the Templars, interestingly, not the Zealots. Where's Overlord's gone? Still no
So that
Nexus
fourth
going
base.
down.
Yeah.
Dude, this might be what Protoss has if he doesn't get that Nexus down, though. And he's in a pretty dire position. He's only mining from that one base.
And with like 45 probes as well, like a really long workers. This is really a low
I
economy.
mean, if he stays on one
late
base,
game.
45 is pretty good. Where are the rest of the pros? They're not all at that base. I don't know where they went. That's
Nah,
not
they're-
45 pros I'm looking at, is it? Oh, they're all just sitting there stacked up, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't mind seeing some long distance mining in this situation. I think is actually quite good. Because at least it gives you something. Protoss Army's still formidable. He's looking for a spot to break through. A lot of lurkers out here, though. If he can spread them... This is pretty dicey now for Zerg. A few good storms will decimate these lurkers, and that's the meat of the Zerg defense here. He doesn't have much else. Only one more observer with this army, but still alive. There's a nice pick off this search.
So he really can't lose that observer either.
Okay, the lurkers spread. I mean, this still looks pretty... Oh, observer! Okay, they're still alive. This still looks pretty dangerous for Zerg. I mean, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking Protoss can get through. There's a whole bunch of army down here doing nothing. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I like this slow approach from Fridge, just
Yeah.
slowly breaking this defense. It looks like he is coming in now. No, backed off with those zealots.
I think he needs to storm those lurkers. I don't think... If those zealots go in there, it's a disaster.
Don't run those zealots in there. That's
Here we go, full energy Templar. He has 1 HP because he was plagued. He doesn't care. He's going to throw down the storms all over those lurkers. Zerg Army trying to come in here and stop this. A huge storm on the Hydras and on those lurkers coming up. The Zealots have disappeared though. The Zealots have been melted out of this composition by all those lurkers everywhere. Now it's just Storms, Dragoons and a couple of Archons. Is it enough to break through? Fourth base finally going down for Protoss. This is the problem. He really doesn't have the mineral economy to make lots of Zealots. Oh, that lurker. Someone kill it. No.
Absolutely shredding those units. But yeah, we're very, very low on units now. We're like mostly Templar.
I guess he's done it, yeah.
Zealots. Yeah,
Fairwave
like,
holds him off again. Is there like, stuff in these? I don't think he has
there's
drop.
nothing in there.
Yeah.
They're chilling over there, right? They're the true heroes of this game, right?
Well, that scout
But,
is handy. Knowing that that's there is still good.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, who's in
There we
this
go.
shuttle? Oh, it's a Templar party.
I
No
was
Zealots
about
invited.
to say, like, if we weren't getting any shuttle play in this game, I was going to be disappointed. So, this, if it does a lot of damage, we're already on 37.
Dude, I think there was a big storm drop. Oh, we're missing it, man. The storm drops are going
Oh, we're already
elsewhere.
missing it.
He hit this base already, and he's over here. Oh, he's hitting from 2 directions at once. One shuttle distracts while the other goes in. I don't think he intends to even do anything with this one. I think he knows it's going to die. Meanwhile, the storm drop's going down here. The shuttle did fall. So many drones dying here as well.
Oh my god.
Dude,
everything just dies.
He just
Is
smashed
this
the entire
Bisu
Zerg
indeed?
economy.
Like, is
Yeah.
it Bisu? Like, 25 drones.
Dude, this Corsair from like 10 minutes, he's still here, still doing work. Oh, he's looping back in. There's nothing in the shuttle though. I think he just wants to bring it home.
I mean, if this is exactly what Fridge needs to get back
Yeah.
into this game. If you can put the drone count really low and force the Zerg to drone, he's going to get his fourth base up pretty
hero
easily.
Corsair. This is a game of heroes for Protoss. Even if Protoss loses, there have been absolute heroes in this game.
So here we go with the fourth base finally up.
Yeah, just as this one's about to mine out. Protoss
Yeah.
is really doing this by the skin of their teeth. Here comes a couple of Plagued Templars for the next one. Honestly, they're just rocking the cool red color. They probably like it. Oh, dude. If he hits that drone line again, that might be it for Zerg. There's so little left. There are Lings there, but they don't kill Templars that fast. We're then going to storm off. He's coming in. Where are the Scourge? Oh, hesitation. What's Rev looking at? Sorry, what's FridgeRaider looking at?
I guess we're macroing at the moment.
Yeah.
There was just a moment of hesitation in the middle of Overlord Vision, enough time to give.
Don't drop there. Instantly deleted. Well, he's stopping mining. Oh, there he goes. Man, if he dropped and stormed those lurkers alone, it would have been huge. But unfortunately...
And I think if those were full health Templar, that might have been a good move. But because
a
then
lot
he
of
could drop
lurkers.
it, storm, pick it up.
It only takes, what, 4 lurker shots, so I think he still would have got annihilated.
Yeah, probably, you're right.
Okay, Defilers and Lings coming up here. Now, there is a pretty sizable Protoss army here. A Plague on the Zealots would be absolutely devastating, though. They're so clumped.
But we didn't drone.
No, he's trying to put the pressure on.
Drones, like,
He's trying to cancel this base. If he kills this base, it is probably GG, but Protoss is in position this time. DT here as well. Probably not going to last long.
everything is so stacked. That was an amazing storm. Getting a Defiler with the storm, even.
Ooh, decent Plague.
That was very good play.
But he does push him back. You know, this is why the Dark Templar left Aya, because those High Templar just killed it with a storm, by the way.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens in the lore, right?
Yeah, there's the splash damage, goddammit. Oh, this is a formidable Zerg army. Not quite the equal of this Protoss army if a couple storms go down, though. Dude, there's so many lurkers back here. He needs to at least spread them. Man, this is actually a lot of stuff. How did Protoss afford this, mining on like one base, basically? Where are the storms? Where are the storms? You know what? Even without the storms, he probably crushes this. Well, Dark Swarm is an invitation to storm. Besides not to.
Yeah, they're big targets, but it looks like, yeah, like there's just so many Templar here that he just storms everything.
How does that not hit that Defiler? Yeah, I think he just breaks through with the Zealots, if nothing else. Okay. Not enough energy for Plague, though. Yeah, I don't know what Protoss is doing right now. Needs to get that done. Okay, there you go. Finally cleans up all this stuff. Been mining. I can't believe this base still has minerals. Now this is the problem. Where does Zerg go now? He's still at this base. He's still at this base. But if those mine out, if the game goes that long, what the hell does Zerg do next? You're never holding these 3 and 9 if the game isn't already over. If you can hold the 3 and 9 o'clock, I think you've already won the game, basically.
It'd be hard, but it's gonna be hard for Protoss to take either of those bases anyway. Like I know that
the ace in the hole.
That base is obviously gonna be next, but if that base mines out,
well, I think that's fine. I think Protoss even bases is fine. I think in the end you will win. Now look at this, another drop going across. There is a Zealot. Oh, 3 Zealots. Mostly Zealots this time, actually. Only 1 Templar. Zerg sees it. Nice reaction time. Going to save his drones. Very smooth there. Is he going to pull them back? Uh-oh. It's not over. Oh, he gets picked off immediately by those Lings.
Those Lings do... You say Lings don't kill a Templar fast enough, and they jumped on, like,
they just absolutely murdered that guy. I guess this shuttle's going to make it.
Nah, I don't think so. Oh, yes it does.
Okay. It must be scary there. You look in the rear view, you just see the Scourge getting closer and closer.
It really would, doesn't it? Nexus going down for the 5th base.
Oh, they moved the gas. That's smart. I remember it used to be up here. That was terrible.
You just get sniped all the time by siege tanks.
Uh-huh.
But, the Zerg really doesn't have that much. 140 supply, 147 supply to 94. And that's probably telling a lot of the story here. That, like, the Zerg has just been... Although the Zerg's been quite ruthless and relentless with their attacks, they've always just been, like, just a couple of steps behind. And Protoss has just managed to hold it with the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, and Zerg's got the efficiency here, but, I mean, the raw numbers probably favour Protoss. At Hive, you can do a lot. We need more Plagues going down this. I mean, a counterattack coming down. I think there's probably enough cannons there. I mean, Krakens are pretty strong, but that might just be enough, and there's an army here to deal with it if they get there in time. Or if he loses this base, it's a very dire situation for Protoss. Maybe it's better to hit this new one. Zerg not deciding what to do. Hesitating might cost him here. Storms are available. Protoss needs to be onto the ball with these storms. Oh, if the Lynx get on top of the cannons, one storm goes down, a very good one, and an excellent second one. And I think this base will be on a third one even. Those Templars showed no mercy. They just decimated that attacker force completely.
Yeah, that was a My Life Fire right there.
Right?
Fighting Irish indeed. Like, they went down fighting.
Yeah. Dang. That was huge.
It doesn't look like Fridge is aware of that hatchery building. And if that hatchery finishes and he gets down a couple of sunken colonies and like gets the lurker spread, that's gonna be...
Protoss can't bust this well unless he storms that. Ooh.
He's definitely got the observers.
This is where he was
really
halted last time, though. Last time,
yeah, but he doesn't really have that many Hydras this time, and he's got a lot of Storm this time. He's back, and he's backing off.
Well, like I said, last time Protoss was here and tried to attack into here. That's how his army got destroyed, so maybe a bit nervous about that. Well, that same lurker is still there from that time as well. But the natural, there's nothing here! He's just going to go straight in. There's actually nothing here. These Defilers, I mean, what are they going to do? Cast a Dark Swarm? Oh, no, they're going to die, is what they're going to do.
They're going to die immediately, and the
no,
other's going to retreat.
I expect you to die. Plagues his own hatchery!
Oh, that's going to make it easier for the Protoss to kill it, man.
Man, he's just smashing through here. These Zerg forces, sluggish, not knowing what to do. Looks like they're going to try and counterattack. Against expectations, the 9 o'clock is being taken, but you lose all your tech. I don't think it matters. There's no Templars here now. They got taken out in the last onslaught. Is this enough? I mean, Crackling's pretty good against cannons. Oh, I guess they're not quite that good, but there's more stuff coming.
Yeah, more stuff. The reinforcements will deal with that. But
wait,
like,
where? Who? What? Where's the Templar? I didn't even see him.
Oh, behind that next.
What a goddamn hero. Again, this game is full of Protoss heroes. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
That is a champion and a half right there. No, I think he is out
No
of
way.
storms now.
No, but Cannons, Lurkers, bad combination for Zerg. I think he might actually barely hold this. Are you kidding me? Well, the probes are under a lot of threat right now, though. Probes need to get out of there.
Oh, if he keeps his cannons alive, those zealots are going to clean up those.
They need to get in there.
Sure.
Can you see this one? He can't see it, man. He can't see it.
Just
But it
prove the
doesn't
cannon,
matter.
man. Pick
It
up.
doesn't matter. He's still. Yeah, that's right. Get the probes to carry it. He's still. Oh, is that going to see it? Still no. Still can't see it. But the Protoss has taken out the Zerg main while this happens, and as long as the Nexus stands, I think this is 5 Protoss because he will get back on it eventually. Another wave is coming. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I think those zealots should be able to hold off those lings. Especially if he arcs them a little bit with the cannons behind it, he should be able to easily hold them off. He really needs an observer over there, and we do see an observer being built.
Oh, dude, look at this base. This is Zealot Hell right here, but he's going in head first. He doesn't care. He's going to try and take it out, and I think if he takes it out, the game is over. Oh, the Lurker moves forward and gets taken out, and with all these Zealots here, that attack is over. Oh my god, Protoss losing so much, but he might just be able to break through anyway. Oh, I don't know, that's not that much stuff left for Protoss. He's really just trying to get up that ramp at all costs right now. Oh, Storm's a couple drones. Is this enough?
Those lurks are kind of in a perfect position. Like, they're getting a lot of splash done. But although he kills a lot of the army here, I think this base is just gonna go down. Like, those Archons are doing
I don't know, they're pretty low. It's going to be close. A few more Lings come in. That Archon with no shields, pretty much a nice Storm goes down. Dodges the spine. I don't know if that was even intentional. Okay, you're right. He's going to barely take it out. And what does Zerg have now? He's got this 9 o'clock, which he's hardly even mining from. Protoss has finally secured another base. I think FridgeRaider might have done it. Looks like we're nearing the edge.
How much tech have we actually rebuilt from Zerg as well? I see
Spawning pool and a Hydroden.
Yeah, that's it.
Ain't no Defiler Mound. Oh no, I'm wrong. There it is.
Yeah,
well, that's all you need, really. Honestly, that's about it. So he's fine for now. But if he loses the Defiler Mound again, he's not going to be able to rebuild it.
Definitely quite spicy indeed. It's just the Zerg is just holding on, just like the Protoss, like for the last 15 minutes, barely holding on. Now the Zerg barely holding on, and Protoss is actually probably in the best state that they've ever been in this entire game. Like, they're actually mining on 2 bases. Yeah,
and could take a third probably without control there now. Yeah, that Dark Swarm ain't gonna do anything against Zealots, man. But oh my god, this hatchery. Well,
I think it's gonna live
barely. So that a few goons can come in and casually snipe it soon. Protoss needs to reposition though, it's not doing much over this side of the map. And Darkstorm can still come in here and hit this base. Oh, he's going to try it.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
Do
we still have a Hero High Templar in there? Yes, we do.
Oh, he's in the back. He's already been plagued, he has 5 kills, he's had a time. He's a veteran, man. It's not his first time.
It's Annie's first rodeo.
Look at these shiny, new Zealots. They don't even know what it means to fight the Zerg, but they're going to get a taste of it firsthand. Just going straight for the Nexus, but that ain't going to work with all those Zealots there. Defiler has to retreat.
You guys are all saying GG, but GG for who? Like, it can still go either way.
Well, he needs to get his drones over here. There's a lot of drones on this base we're about to mine out. Protoss looks like he's going to attack in here. Getting set. Now, the Lurkers are spread quite well here. More Lings coming out as well. I'd like to see him make more Lurkers with the gas bank he has. Alright, here we go. Swarm is going to be very effective against these Archons here. That's going to be key, and there's not that many Zealots to help out. A couple Storms, maybe. Oh, is there going to be a Plague? There it is.
Not that many Lurkers here, though. Ooh. And, even if we got, a number of Lings under it, those Archons can deal with the Lings. That was a beautiful Storm right there. This base is just going to go down. I don't see it being held, even with the amount of swarms. Swarms don't protect buildings. So yeah, this base is going down, and now we're down to a 1-base mining Zerg.
Please send the Observer. Okay, that Lurker getting more value than it needs to. Well, he's going to be mined out soon. GG. Well played, indeed. Heroic game.
For hire.
My god, I don't even know what to say after that one. That was insane, and that's only game 2, but it is a 2-0, I guess. So there you go. It's still over. But still. Insane game, absolutely sick. I don't even have any words. I'd like to say I think heroic is the word actually, because there were so many heroic units. We're gonna go for a quick break after that one, and then we'll be back for our 3rd series, ash.Baal vs Balance. See you soon. Alright everybody, we are back! Welcome back to CPL Match of the Week. We just saw an epic series between FridgeRaider and Verrev. FridgeRaider coming out on top. So Fightin Aiurish looking good. It's time to get into our fourth series of the night. We've got ash.Baal versus Balance coming up. NCX in chat. Balance.Baal. This is Balance.Baal apparently. Alright.
On the left-hand side, in the blue, we have Baal. And on the other side of the map, on the right-hand side, we have the red Zerg Balance, or Balance.Baal, according to...
No, the Balance.Baal is the event, you know, like the Super Bowl, the Birmingham Bowl, the Iron Bowl, there's a lot of bowls. I got my... heard in chat, he's got a bowl. Well, he's got to get ready for his stream, right? That's how you do it. So, Balance over here for the Fightin Aiurish, and Baal for Cattlebruisers. You know, when I say...
Is this a particularly special event, though, these two playing? I don't know them too well.
Honestly, I don't either. I mean, they've been in CPL for a while, but I don't know. It's still hype. These players are going to smash each other. Always want to see some violence here.
I guess NCX can kill soon.
Yeah. So we're back on silver here for game one. You know, it's 2-1 for Fightin Aiurish. You know, when I say Irish, if I really slow down to like Irish, it sounds more like, not like actual, you know, Irish in the real world. But how much difference is there really? I mean, how do you pronounce that?
I thought it was supposed to be like Aya-ish.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but
yeah,
I don't pronounce it, you know, enunciate it that much, I feel like. Lonely Probe finds nothing.
I think you're in your own head. I think you say just fine.
Nice. So, we've had the Little Probe, this is the Lonely Probe. He found nothing.
The Lonely Probe.
He's sent away from his family. You know, all the other probes are back there mining minerals, having a good time. Well, like, having an okay time. Worrying about mutalists showing up or something. But he's just out here.
And he's just sent to the barrens of absolutely nowhere.
Mm. Well, it's lush, there's grass growing. At least it's not out on the freaking space platform or something, right?
Yeah, sure. In space, nobody can hear screams. So
the not-so-hidden drone just gonna sneak past. They didn't notice. Are you kidding me?
You reckon the drone was like pretending to be a mineral patch?
Yeah.
Like cosplaying?
Yeah. Painted himself blue. But he does get in here and see what's going on, but Zerg getting that hatchery down pretty fast. It's gonna feel pretty good about that.
But yeah, another classic overpull-verse. Forge first.
Yes.
Didn't get the first scout, so we went for a cannon.
Baal says the probe is blind. Well, he doesn't have eyes, does he? They're like cameras.
Yeah, dude.
They're like cameras, they're not eyes.
Have you never heard people refer to their eyes, like human eyes, as cameras?
I can't say that I have, no.
Oh, okay. No. I guess I'm just a weird bunch of humans down here in Melbourne. Yeah. I think that's a third hatch going down and a couple of lings going across the map. There's quite a few units going across the map.
Where's your third hatch? Oh, over there.
I said it was going down with a couple of lings going across the map.
Man, I don't like this base. This base is cursed for Zerg, I swear, dude. Call it now. Lancaster curse it real hard. Protoss is going to go 2-base push, and he's going to annihilate that base.
I think the Zerg's going to get aggressive here.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, in that case, okay. Still kind of scared, though.
Although we aren't seeing additional lings being made, so he's not pretty much pressure on this probe. So maybe we're just going to go into a normal game?
Well, there's always time for a little cheeky Hydra bust before you go your lair, right? Just a quick diversion.
Of course, but it's now 96 gas and we still haven't had a den, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, you got to get rid of this lonely probe first. We'll build it somewhere else. Oh, move, run, no! Oh my god, he's so low. Okay, it is a lair after all. Is he going to send it home? I hope he does.
Nope, he's going to go for the third. No, he's sending it home.
Well, I think he assumed there's a third hatch somewhere. They may be surprised by its location. Well, my prophecy could still be correct. But I mean, like I said, I'm caster cursing it, so I'm kind of trying to make it not happen. Oh no. Oh, he dies. He was so close. He could see the wall as he sort of crested the hill. He sees the top of the gateway. Like, home. But then 2 Zerglings were waiting.
Zealot can't really get into the map yet. Needs to wait for his friend to finish warping in.
Must be embarrassing to have to build the Stargate right under the Overlord. Like, okay, you can see it. There it is.
And I think it's like ballsy, you know? You're like, yeah, I don't care what you see. Like, I'll just build everything in your face and I'll still beat you.
Yeah, fair enough. Just share vision at the start of the game. Just to make sure, you know who's boss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if someone did it in CPL, there'd be a lot of complaints.
Look at this. We got a Robo coming up already. Second gas is mining. We're going to go for this Corsair Reaver, it looks like. That's pretty exciting. Now, it is
That's going to be pretty hype. Corsair Reaver on near Silford.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, the flight paths here. He has to go really far around to get to, like, the dead ground if he doesn't want to fly over open ground. And the Zealot's coming across. Ooh, probably not going to have the best time. Oh, dear. Oh, no, they're done.
But I guess with Corsair Reaver, once you've got your Corsair and Reaver, like, inside their base, because where the Zerg's taking his third base, it's actually quite... You can navigate, like, around quite quickly.
Yeah, that's true. Well, in fact, if you think about it, the third base I'd want him to take, the 3 o'clock, would actually be even worse for Zerg in that situation. So, yeah, I can see it now. Not scouting again, by the way. I don't think we've seen any Corsairs go straight to scout this game. Goes for that Overlord. Now, I guess he'll barely make it in time, I think. It's going to take a little bit to morph, not that long.
He's at least going to confirm it's Spy, though.
Yeah.
But he won't be able to get any more Overlord kills.
Well, unless he's too brave. No Scourge actually being made. Oh, there they go. They just start.
I think that's a little bit too brave.
But it's a good day to die. Come on, man. Oh, well.
Yeah, I think we've had too many Corsair going down. We've had that. We've had that one quote repeated like multiple times.
Okay, I'll stop saying it. But
no,
it's got 3
that's
already.
not what I'm. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like we've lost so many Corsairs.
They're using it as an excuse. Well, it's them and Zealots, man. My life for Ire becomes their whole identity. You know, it's not healthy.
Exactly.
Second Stargate coming up, by the way. Really doubling down on these Corsairs, and I guess you need to, especially with Aspire out, because if you lose air superiority and you've got Reavers, that's not going to go well. Scourge coming in here. There is a cannon already up, so not going to be able to bully this. Sees the support bay, though, which is a big tip-off for Zerg here. And
kind of saw everything with that. Like, they saw the Stargate, the core, and the support bay. Like, kind of... They know exactly what's going on now.
So funny. Scourge, with one of the lowest visions in the game, still actually a very important scouting unit in this matchup. Oh, he sees the Reaver.
I don't think these Scourge can get much done, though.
Oh!
Ooh, okay. I was wrong. Got a little bit done.
Yeah, just a little. Oh, Fleet Beacon? Are you kidding me? What is going on? Oh my god, is he going to make carriers with this eventually?
Surely. No.
He might.
No.
He might.
This is I've seen this before.
D-Web?
Yes, it's D-Web. It absolutely tilts me on the ladder whenever I see this. Because what you do is, you drop the Reavers behind their minerals, and then you drop the D-Webs in the mineral, like, just in front of the mineral patches. And then you can't use Hydra at all to help block. You have to simply use air units.
Dude, I'm surprised he's not going out there with his first Reaver, though. I feel like you've got to try and get some damage done. I mean, there are Hydras out and stuff, but Zerg is researching Burrow already. It's going to be very hard to actually get much done once that's done. No observatory that I can see. Now, he's coming across with a lot of Corsairs. I mean, you know what? Screw the Reaver. The Overlords are in serious danger with all this.
They really are. Like, especially, that's +2 weapons coming up as well.
+1 air carapace for the Zerg coming, though, so he's aware of the threat here. These Hydras trying to do what they can. Yeah, the Overlords aren't really vulnerable. I mean, these ones, maybe there's still a fair few Hydras there, but I think pretty good defense overall from Balance so far.
We also haven't started D-Web yet, so maybe it is carrier.
Surely it's not worth making a Fleet Beacon just for +2. That is an expensive building, man. In fact, is that the most expensive building in the game? It's 500 all up. I don't think anything costs more than that.
Yeah, 300, 200, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, dang. I hope he gets D-Web or carriers. I'd be happy to see carriers.
I really don't think it's carriers, but the fact
It
he's not
probably
getting
isn't.
D-Web yet.
I'm just saying what I want. You know?
Yeah, you'd want to start getting it now if it was D-Web.
It sounds insanely micro-intensive, but if you had Reavers and D-Web, carriers would probably take on Hydras or whatever. Because Reavers don't care about Storm, obviously. I mean, sorry, Swarm. Swarm, Storm, whatever. Dude, Zerg knows about this. He already has a burrowed Ling. Oh, is he going to do it? Oh, hang on. No, you need that Zealot, because you got to... Oh, no. Wow.
Guess not.
What are those Scarabs doing? What was that?
Iolon, man. The phone's bugging them out, but,
Well, Zerg should be bugging out right now, because he's getting destroyed.
Is he going to use the probe to kill the,
But then he can't build the Nexus. He needed the Zealot for that. Well, he could use his Reaver and pick it up, right? If he's really smooth. Okay, D-Web finally started here, by the way. Shield's coming up as well. Man, I'm calling it now. He eventually wants to go carriers, I'm telling you. This is the plan for now, the Reavers and the D-Web, but it's going to be carriers sooner or later, I think. Dude, that's a lot of Hydras, though. He needs to bring these Reavers back to defend. Dude, these buildings screwing up Protoss more than Zerg, but, I mean, Reavers up a ramp still pretty strong. But meanwhile, the front getting in here. No, the Plasma Shields.
Yeah, but this you might get a couple of cannons, but these Reavers are just gonna shred.
Oh my god, they do, don't they?
They just absolutely...
Oh!
They turn Zealots into... Hydralisks into chunks of meat and flesh.
They turn Zealots into Dragoons is what they do as well.
Yeah, they turn Zealots into Dragoons as well. They also do that.
Yeah, my god. Well, he wants to keep their shields alive, though. He needs to do something about that. It'd be very unfortunate to lose it, because it's like 60% done. Oh, come on.
Wait, is he getting... Oh, I guess because he's really gearing air units, huh? Because...
Yeah. Oh, no, he loses the Forge. So sad. He could have saved that, man. Yeah, this is why I'm saying he wants to go carrier eventually, I think. But he's getting Scarab damage, so maybe he's sticking with Corsair Reaver. I guess we'll see. Where? What was that?
Why?
Yeah, what was that?
Why?
I don't understand. I'm gonna have to look at the replay later and see what the hell happened there.
Getting an overload there, but we're still just running Hydralisks into this natural. We're
yeah.
sort of feeding the Protoss ego right now.
That's what this is. Dude, I don't know about this, because Zerg's still only on 3 bases as well. Now, he's getting the cannons down. A D-Web goes down that literally is not doing anything. Oh, well, now it is. But, I mean, oh, the Scarab's so deadly. Yeah, and he's killed all the cannons, but that's literally all he's done. He's killed all the cannons.
I like the idea. I don't know why we rebuilt the Forge inside the natural, but, like...
Yeah, FridgeRaider was doing it, too. I don't know why we got to do this. Dude, the carriers are coming, I'm telling you. It's happening.
I guess the idea was that, because he didn't have a Forge, he could just sort of just keep throwing Hydras in there, but I don't know. It just seems like...
Dude, that's so many Reavers.
There's so many Reavers.
He needs more shuttles for this.
Slugs,
Dude, there's so many Hydras have died, I think he could actually like load up and go land in the Zerg main at this point.
The Hydras are still coming, man. They haven't learned their lesson.
Why go to the Zerg if he's going to come to you? There's no way he attacks in here again. Please. Don't do this. Don't do this, Balance. Okay, good. He's not going to do it. Probe, though. Still 2 up here as well. Makes it pretty much possible. I mean, 2 Reavers up a ramp. You can basically never deal with that on the ground. You've had some big Doom drop, maybe, but still. Scarab capacity coming up as well. Still getting those air upgrades. 3rd Robo coming up. Alright, well, I am starting to doubt the carriers now. Oh, but I had to say it, didn't I? I had to second guess myself as soon as I say it.
Alright, so we're just getting everything. We are actually summoning, what's like the Protoss, like, fleet that's like all powerful.
The Golden Armada, yeah.
The Golden Armada. We're summoning the Golden
under construction.
Armada.
Well, see, that's StarCraft 2 time period, right? So this is the Genesis. This is how it was built. Now, where are the Corsairs at? Corsair's way out of position as these Mutalisks come in, unfortunately. But unfortunate for us, but he will get big counter damage, I think. There is actually no defense here at all. But that said, I don't see an observer with this. So Protoss can't actually detect the drones in his burrow. He needs to pull these probes away. Oh, dear.
He really does, but he also leaving these shuttles.
Oh my god. Oh, you don't have time to burrow. Wow, in that like few seconds, he killed more than these Mutalisks have.
Yeah, pretty much.
Corsair's finally swinging into action here. Oh, there's more Mutalisks though. These shuttles need to get out. Can speed shuttles outrun Mutalisks? No, not with moving shot.
That one.
Oh, he's not microing though. He has to micro his other Mutalisks. Yeah. Well, I mean, still worth for Protoss for sure. I mean, a shuttle and 2 Reavers for that many drones when Zerg's only on 3 bases, I'll take it. He does have to reprobe this though, which is quite unfortunate. Really a big hit to his economy there. But he's already sort of got the carriers coming. Got these Corsairs to bully any number of Mulas really. There is not really a number of Mulas you can make that's going to help with this, especially with +2 on them. Ooh, he's cut off. Sorry, you go.
The Mutalist switch was a pretty good idea, but without Scourge, there's really nothing you can do against these Corsairs.
Hang on, how many Corsairs here? Oh, there's only 4. Wait, weren't there way more than this? What happened to them?
There were way more. I don't know what happened.
Maybe they hit some Scourge? I don't know. We missed it, I think. But it's still enough. It still melts them.
I mean, apart from that meter, like a blunder there.
Yeah.
Like, we nearly killed every single Corsair with meter, which was gonna be a tad ridiculous.
Yeah, crazy.
That would be
No,
crazy.
not again! No, please. Oh, how many times do you have to teach you this lesson, old man? GG.
GG.
No one wants to keep going after losing that many.
Shame we didn't get
Well, that's 1 point there for Ball. I am very disappointed we didn't get to see the Golden Armada constructed.
Yeah.
It would have been pretty sick.
I would have loved to see those carriers in action.
I mean, it's always pretty spicy in PvZ. Wouldn't be the first time in CPL. I guess there's not much it would be the first time for in CPL, but still would have been nice. Damn, though. The confidence with the Corsair Reaver, you know, just opening with a few and then transitioning back to a normal comp. He's just gone all Corsair, all Reaver, all the time. There's nothing you can do. Make your peace, Zerg. Alright, here we are on Butter. In the top right, in the red, is Balance. And the bottom right, in the blue, is Ball. Currently Ball up 1 game. 4 Cattlebruisers here. Balance fighting for Fightin Aiurish. I mean, if Ball wins this series, it'll bring everything back into balance for our last game tonight. Our last series tonight, rather. No, it's not that kind of Irish, Rainer. See in the thing in the top right? It's from Aya, the Protoss homeworld, see?
Do we actually have any Irish in CPL?
I don't know. I can't think of anyone.
Someone's gonna go through the database later and find.
Yeah. Closest is we have people from the UK, but I can't think of any players we have from Ireland.
And a pretty normal beginning. Looks like.
Yeah.
Still a bit of a
Well,
scout.
it's not too late for a... I was just built the other one. As I say, it's not too late for a 9-pull speed, but it's too late now. I just meant geographically. And just geographically. I'm sorry. Alright, this praise coming across. Well, what is there to say in a PvZ early game? Unless someone's pulling, right? Well, okay, here's the question. Will he go Corsair Reaver again? Because it seems to me that's probably even stronger on this map.
Yeah, with where how the 3rd and 4th base are built, yeah. I would agree with that, but I also don't think it's going to happen. But maybe Balance hasn't learned their lesson with running Hydros into the natural circle.
That was a disaster. Well, maybe Ball just always goes Corsair Reaver. Maybe that's just his thing. When will Season 10 start? Well, you know, Rainer, if you're thinking of playing, it's not too late to join Season 9. You can still join and get on the waitlist. If you put !CPL, I think it sends you to the web app where you can sign up. And even though the season has started, you can still be slotted into a team. As to answer your question, when will Season 10 start? Sometime after Season 9 finishes. I don't want to make any promises. 2 streams have ball games on same map, same time. Who's streaming CPL matches? Or is it another game? What's the stream, Jesse?
Where's Escalade? We need him to start making the when CPL turn memes.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we told him we were going to skip CPL 9 and start CPL 10 because he asked too much. Oh, and BSL. Oh, wow, okay, I didn't know Paul was playing BSL as well. Well, let me know how his BSL game goes. See if he pulls that one off, because we'll see how he goes this game too. I mean, so far so good. Forcing Zerg started at 3rd, like we saw the other game on Butter. Man, that game on Butter was crazy though. I don't know if this game will be that crazy. Well, if he goes Corsair Reaver into Carrier, it could still be crazy.
Insanity, I think is a better word. Like, Carriers and ZVP
heroic.
Is quite heroic, yeah.
They could turn that game into like their folklore tales of, you know, the Great Battle of Butter. That sounds so stupid.
Because all it really takes to bring down the carriers is like a defiler. That's it.
Yeah, but if you have, like, again, it sounds very micro-intensive. If you have, like, the Reavers on the ground, and, like, the Corsairs dewebbing everywhere, and you're, like, microing the carriers back and stuff, maybe it's hard to actually get the Defilers in. I mean, yeah, it sounds a lot easier for the Zerg, admittedly. All they have to do is sort of wiggle around the side, and boom, they're plaguing the carriers and Dark Swarming. But then again, if you Dark Swarm send the Hydrogen, the Reaves will still annihilate them. Especially with deweb. And even think about it, if you plague the carriers down to 1 HP, and they still have all their shields, and you can't even get close to them because of Reavers and deweb, does it really matter?
Hard to say. I can't judge from experience at all.
Well, the only time I've really seen these situations is in free-for-all, and I will say the Defilers tend to be really strong, so you're probably right.
In free-for-all, it can be a bit different, because you can be hit
totally
from like
different.
multiple different armies.
Yeah, a totally different game. And usually
And
when
I
someone's
think-
maxed on carriers, 3 people like attack them from all sides and annihilate them.
I think in a 1v1 setting, if you have a turtle...
Oh, indeed.
I'm excited.
Lair and Den must be lurkers then.
But I think in a 1v1 setting, if you have the... like, if you're just turtled up with Reaver Carrier Corsair, like, Zerg can't puncture through. But as soon as you go to attack, and, like, Zerg can get, like, a decent surround, like, I don't see how, like, the Reavers would just be firing all over the shot and wouldn't be, like, concentrated into
That's
round.
true. That's true. They are kind of like that. Again, if you micro them perfectly, if Protoss just micros perfectly at 10,000 APM, it's a great
That's
proposition.
correct. Flash would have won.
Yeah. Flash would have won with carriers against Zerg. Now, that's interesting. It's not lurker aspect. We have this fast lair, excuse me, but we are going for Hydra speed. Is it going to be a drop or something like that, I wonder?
Well, it has to be, right? I can't see why else you'd get the lair.
Maybe it's just some kind of defensive Hydrogen because he was anticipating some kind of aggression here. I don't know.
I don't know why you would. You saw the pretty standard opening from Protoss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, let's see. No Overlord speed yet, and theoretically you'd get at least one of the upgrades, right? So I don't know what we're seeing here.
Micro, why would Protoss do that?
Oh, it's happening again, by the way. It's time.
Yeah, there we go. And +1 started as well.
Nice. I love it. I guess this is just how you play PvZ now. And the new meta just dropped.
Apparently Diggity is calling him Ball instead of Baal.
Yeah.
I think we should start calling him Ball. We're going to get consistency across the casts. Cast of solidarity.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming in here. We got Hydra range on the way. This is almost like 973, but it's not 973.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, I didn't realize the Corsair actually killed an Overlord. Once again, these Corsairs just hate scouting. Now, you see this, you got to be like, oh my god, Lurker, But he does already have a robo. Well, hang on. He only had 2 cannons. Maybe the lair was actually just a deception. And he's actually just coming in here. Oh, why did he back off? He probably should have gone in there. Well, here we go.
He can go in there. Yeah,
Oh, you can fit there? Oh, no! Just straight
Okay,
through.
he's not pulling his rallied units.
Oh, dude, is this going to kill him? I think he just
this
kills
is it.
him. Yeah? Okay.
He just kills him.
Well, that's what you get for trying to be too fancy, building your robo. Don't be ridiculous. I have Hydras. You're doomed. My god.
I really want to ask Balance what that lair was about.
GG.
I think it was a mistake.
Wow.
GG.
For hire.
I think it was a bait. I think it was like, oh, I scouted lair, no problem. He's not going Hydra at bust, and then he just does it anyway. That's what I think. I'm gonna give him the credit there that it was intentional. So that gives us a point for Balance. We're going to game 3 here. Oh man.
Balance said he didn't anticipate the 973 after lair. Was it 973 though? I saw that like third base way more saturated. Like, it just seems like he just.
Did we just call all Hydra bust 973 now in honor of 973?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's earned that reputation.
You know, like 30 minutes in the game and your Hydras kill his natural, like, oh, yes, the 973. I vote yes that we do that. Okay, let's get into our game 3 here. And we're going to Polypoi to decide this series. Alright, in the top right, in the blue, we have Ball. We're calling him Ball now. And the top left, in the red, we have Balance. Balance here for Fightin Aiurish. Baal for Cattlebruisers. 1-1, anyone's game. I zoomed in again.
We are so we are actually calling him Ball now?
Yeah. The ball is in his court. That's all I got. I had one. I've spent it. Got any? He's a baller. Nice.
I'm gonna say baller and pretend Air didn't say anything.
Yeah. No.
Shamelessly stealing his nerd.
We came up with it all on our own.
Exactly. Don't sue me, alright? I know you Americans like to sue.
He's preparing a subpoena as we speak. You know, because Americans have to keep like 10 drafts on their desk. Just in case. So we saw another game on Poly Poly, didn't we? Oh yes, because Lanaishot versus Bojack went to the final game too.
Yep. Got to the final game. That was a big game, actually.
It was indeed.
But no Pylon Scout this time.
Oh, that's ballsy. On this 4-player map, what are you thinking? What if it's 9-pool? You only scout one direction.
Oh, you can double scout.
Oh well, I can understand now. He's thinking, well,
I think it's Nexus first. I think it's gonna be Nexus first.
If he finds a 9-pool speed, he's going to die anyway because he's going Nexus first. So he figures, why even find it? Why not just accept my fate? No point struggling, no point crying. Just go for it. But it is indeed a hatch first. Oh, he throws down the forge anyway. Super late. Okay, I don't get it.
Okay, well, I think we could have just got Nexus first at that point. It was so late, it'd be like, yeah. Screw it.
My faith is shattered. It's a mind game for the casters.
Yeah, I think we did cast a curse that one. That was 100%.
Yeah, he was gonna Nexus first, but he's like, hang on,
we were excited for Nexus first.
Alright, we're still gonna get it pretty fast. Just not as fast as it could have been. Very confusing indeed. Alright, it's going up. Okay, he checked an Overlord.
If it was 9-pool, we'd be dead though.
Yeah, 100%.
Fairly sure we would be.
Which, you know, I still stand by what I said. It kind of doesn't make sense to bother scouting because you're still going to die. Guess you could try and survive. But yeah, he's going to come up in here. Seeing that hatchery almost already done, I mean, I like it for balance really because even though ash.Baal's Nexus was pretty fast, I think 12 hatch is still better here. Oh, cannon before gateway as well? Which was not necessarily this case, but alright, well, whatever. I'm just going to say Protoss ends up, like, pretty normal here. Whereas Zerg, I think, you know, feeling pretty nice about the hatch first. Gets that third hatch down pretty fast. No gas yet. No gas indeed. There it is. Okay, I was going to say, is he about to go for that, like, hatchery tech, like, 5 hatch play, which has been a bit interesting. Oh, rip scouting drone.
I was hoping for it, but I didn't want to say it. Just in case, but
well,
that's the curse in the mind as
you're
well.
You're smarter than me, right? Because that's what I do. I say it and then it doesn't happen. By the way, I realized I have like no sympathy for the scouting drone, but a lot for the probe. I guess probe's just the cutest worker. Is that facts?
No, it's not.
Which is
definitely SCV. So
no one's saying SCVs are cute. They're badass, man. They're too strong. The linebackers themselves. I mean, you'd think drones, because they're actually sort of like an animal, right? But
nah, probes.
Probes definitely win, right? But they're also so annoying. How can this be?
I mean, they're like the youngest worker, right? If you had to, like, put an age on all the workers.
Yeah. They've just been made.
Yeah.
Dude, this hatchery? Oh, he's still making a lair, though. This is like, oh, I'm going to Hydra bust you, watch out. But Protoss doesn't even know about it. And he's going lair anyway. What are we seeing here?
I mean, if we see a gas when he puts down the spire, it could just be like pure middle scrolling. Yeah.
Is it that good to rally that much closer?
It can be, yes.
Oh, look at this. A normal opening from Ball here now. Interesting. I guess after last game, he's like, alright, I better turn it down a bit.
Yeah, we gotta... I mean, most people on CPL, they get to their last game, they're like, I need to play like standard because that's where I'm most comfortable, which is a very valid way to play.
One time I did that, I'm like, oh, I'm going to CC first, and he went 9-pool and I lost. He even first scouted me with Overlord, it was just a disaster. So you're probably the smarter way to do it in your last game is just stay calm. Do what you normally do. Okay, Hydrogen coming down before the laser's even finished here, by the way. Rip probe. But Protoss saw it start, so he knows he's safe for the time being. Although he did already get the second cannon here. So I can only assume that they're just going to get a Spire for a couple of Scourge. I just wonder what the early Hydra Den is going to be for here. Or are we going to finally see Lurker? No, no more hatches going down. Maybe he's just going to get Overlord speed and rely on Hydras for defense here.
I mean, but you don't need Hydra, like, you don't need Overlord speed that quickly. You've got a really fast layer.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what he's going to do here. I still don't see a Spire. Once again, Corsair's like, scouting. None of that. I'm here to kill Overlords, alright? I'm not here for those other duties. Which, I don't know, might have been important here. Look at this.
I mean, if you see a red meat blimp in your base, you want to get rid of that.
That is gross. Imagine being under that when it dies, dude. Like, oh.
I just still don't know how they explode, like, why?
They're pressurized, obviously. Well, how do you think they float? They must have, like, you know, pressurized compartments.
Imagine being a living creature and having pressurized compartments.
Yeah, well, isn't that technically true? Isn't it like our blood vessels or whatever? Would you describe them as pressurized?
I guess?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do we have any doctors in the chat? that can... There you go. NXC says humans are pressurized compartments. There you
Confirmed.
go. I was thinking more like, you know, like a blimp in terms of...
No, but in CX, the lungs are open to the outside world, though. So that's not really what I mean. But look at this. Zealot's coming up, though. Now Zerg might regret putting this right here, because Protoss is just like, okay, I'm just heading over. Oh, hitting those drones. And the Hydras at the same time. The drones doing their best to drill. It's only 2 Hydras, though. It takes a long time to get for all that Zealot HP. Oh, a lot of drones falling here. He finally drills them away, but he's lost quite a few, and I mean, he's losing the mining time here as well. Zealots actually turn around. They're like, alright, be back later. Have a good time. We'll be back for inspection of your drones soon. Finally, Overlord speed starts up. The lair finally going to use.
And this is what I mean, like, the lair, like, could have been made, like, you know, at the 5-minute mark instead of this, you know, at
yeah, it would have been the same result, right?
It would have been the exact same result, so...
Well, maybe he wanted to go for that 5-hatch hatch tech Hydra play, but I don't know, some compulsion. His coach told him to make a lair at some point. He's like, oh, I don't know. NCX, I'm a doctor. I have doctored my degree. I see.
Yeah, all doctors are basically the same, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're a doctor in teaching or a doctor in medicine, like they're all the same, right? You can all practice medicine.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it works, right?
For sure. 12 drones in production. Look at these eggs. My god. Wow. He's making a lot. I mean, I don't think Protoss has much offensive potential until he gets a few more Zealots. Like, you never want to move out this really tiny force. It's like too many Templars compared to the entire army, because the Templars just get picked off, for sure.
We're only just getting Hydra speed now, actually.
Wow, this Zerg build is all over the place, man.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. NCX has a joke, it's not safe for CPL. DM it to me and I'll enjoy it later then. What's this drone doing?
Dealing in dank memes.
That's what they're doing over here at this tree.
That's what they're doing.
Meet you by the dead tree at 3 o'clock.
That's Neblime and NCX right now.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, not sure what the drone's doing. He's getting Burrow though.
Oh, expecting the Reavers again, perhaps? I guess seeing Corsairs ready. I mean, lacking any other intel, you might be thinking, okay, he's done it twice, tried to do it twice. Who's to say he won't do it a third time? I mean, it's not a bad tech to have at any rate. Maybe you can ambush the Protoss army, pick off some Templars too. Man, that drone is the luckiest drone alive that Zerg noticed that. That's actually crazy. My god. DT stays alive though. He ain't done.
Or see, in the base, poking at the Overlords, but shouldn't get too much done. Yeah, very passive game this time from both players. So just simply teching up, getting into that next stage. And Zerg is keeping a lot of tabs on the Protoss as well. He saw the burrow. I'm not sure if he actually saw it with his eyeball, but...
Oh, did something burrow?
That's another eyeball.
did the something burrow in front of him? I didn't see it.
Yeah, the Corsair saw the wing burrow.
Oh, well, what's the chance he's looking at that Corsair at that moment when it's moving back to his base, right?
Is very low, yeah, so he probably didn't catch it.
Oh, thanks for the raid, Diggity. Welcome, everyone. I think people from Diggity know CPL, right? Just in case you don't know, this is Coach-Pupil League, where you can sign up and play with players of your own level and learn free coaching as well. If you want to know more, put exclamation mark Discord or exclamation mark CPL. Oh, look at that! The bot's got my back. Sick.
Yeah, bot Zesky.
Bot Zesky? oh, sorry, my bad. I thought the bot just did that automatically. Sorry. Bot Zesky, yeah. Well, you've got Infested Zesky as the Zerg version. What do you call the robotic version of Zesky?
Bot Zesky,
I guess. Anyway, so the current match, we're having Balance versus Ball here, and it's currently 1-1 in this best of 3. Anyone's game to take here on Pulley Point. Unexpected echo? Have we got an echo on the stream? Can someone confirm that? Oh, someone was streaming 2 streams. Okay, I think we're good. I'm sure we're fine. Let me know in the chat if there's any technical issue. Protoslam is starting to look pretty formidable here, by the way. I like this style of play a lot more, I think, than trying to take a third really fast. Just massing up on the gateways and hitting with a massive army. It looks like he's ready to move out and going to take the third while he does so. Oh, he does get that burrowed ling. Well, now the cat's out of the bag. And he has them reserved with his army anyway.
I mean, it's not like he's going to have, like, 12 burrowed hydras on the map, so...
I mean, it could have been a thing. If you moved out 4 observers, sniped the Templars, you never know. There was that one time in ASL, there was Hold Lurkers that decimated a Protoss army. Literally the only time I've ever seen that.
Well, I think it's going to be the Protoss army is going to be doing the decimating. Like, this is looking very scary. I don't know what the Protoss upgrades are, but I'm suspecting it's going to be like 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, this does look pretty scary.
And those Templars are going to be like full energy at least, I reckon.
Dude, he's like, he has to get up this ramp. It looks scary, but hang on, does he have to get up this ramp? No, he's just going to go straight in.
He can just go straight. Ooh. If he actually gets that den.
Ooh. Yes, a lot of goons to snipe it as well. Oh, nice storms.
Yes, really good storms going down.
Now, he's getting baited in by lurkers from all sides, but he might have enough to sort of fight on all sides anyway. Well, a lot of units dying up at the third. Another storm goes down. So far, a lot of Hydras being melted by storms.
These storms are absolutely insane. Like, he's just killed, like 18, 19, Hydras.
But the Zealots are spent. He needs reinforcements here. Well, does he actually? Oh, he's just destroying him.
I think we're going to see that repeat from the FridgeRaider game on Silver versus Ver. Like, now you just get on top of the natural with your goons and, like, target that den. Yeah, everything's gonna go down. Yeah,
dude, I think this game is over. I don't see how Zerg can hold. The goons... Oh, another storm goes down!
There's just so many storms.
Perfect storms here in this fight. Just one thrown down after another. There's still a full energy Templar there just waiting for his chance. Go on, do it. No, he's trying. Too late.
Standing on top of the lurker instead, but that's okay. High Templars be High Templarin.
GG.
GG is called.
Wow. Alright, that's a 2-1 for ash.Baal, so Cattlebruisers take that series, evening us up to go into our last series here. Return versus Kraazy. Now that's a match. That's going to be a good one.
Finally returning to our element, Terran. The two Terran casters casted the group with like the most PvZ.
Dude, and there was that like TVT group, which someone else claimed. Dang. So we do our best here. Hey, your Zerg account's B rank, right? So, good enough.
Yeah, I know something.
It's not?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Done. So, we're good.
I'm saying I know. I know a thing or two.
This is actually 3-1. Which... Oh, he won the BSL stream? Yeah, okay, that counts too. Alright, going into our final series of the night here. In the bottom left, in the blue, we have Return. And the bottom right, in the red, we have Kraazy. Kraazy here for Fightin Aiurish. And Return for Cattlebruisers coming into Silford. So yes, a TBZ. The Kraturn match, because it's Kraazy versus Return. Yeah, okay, alright. I'll play that NCX.
TVZ on this map.
Hate it. I'm already angry.
Yes.
I'm already tilted. Get me out. Oh no, but then, you know, I'm not going to say it, because some people might still not know what build I do, and woe to them if they match against me, but most people probably know by now. There's a build you can do, which I think is quite good on this map, but that's none of my business. We'll see what Terran actually wants to do. Kraazy known for his pretty solid macro plays. I'll be surprised if he doesn't just go straight in with Bio here, but he could also do something like Valkyrie, which I think he's very capable of doing. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what he has planned for us.
I think Valkyrie's a very good decision on this map, because that naturally is absolute chaos to hold.
Yeah, that's the way to put it. Yes, and that's what
the
Zerg
politest
thrives on.
term.
Yes.
The politest term that a Terran can muster is chaos.
Who is this crazy 11 person in chat? I wonder. Could be anyone. Okay, barracks just go down. And I don't think we're going to see a gas here. I'm going to stop looking at Kraazy's base because I'm caster cursing this. He's not going to take a gas. He is going for a 1 Rax FE here. I think it won't be Valkyrie actually. I'm calling it. I think he's going to go up on 4 Rax.
You can still do Rax FE into Valk.
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. But I don't think he's going to do it, man. I think it's going to be 4 Rax at least. And he's just going to kind of set up and contain the Zerg. That's what I think is going to happen.
When you're wrong again, that's gonna...
Not if.
When. Yes.
Okay. When I'm wrong again, what's going to happen?
Well, that's it. Like,
then I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Then
I didn't think of a punchline. I didn't think of a punchline. Like, that was the end of the joke.
I am the punchline. Ooh, is this 3-hatch play here? No, sorry. Every time someone's 2 seconds late on something, I'm like, whoa, it's this. My bad.
Oh, we're just a little bit late, but it's okay. Because...
Well, I expect with this gas time we're going to see a 3rd macro hatch probably. We'll see what we see.
Is this 15cc? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, which makes sense because he scouted the hatch first here. So I think that's the best option.
Oh, right, yeah. For some reason I thought he went up again, like in the in the other games. Like everyone just thinks getting to our last. I've just been assuming it.
NCX says casters are never wrong. They're just explaining the alternative outcome. That's perfect.
That's true. I'm using that every time. Yeah.
That's great. Thanks, NCX. NCX, you have no idea what you've just done. Now we have license to say anything.
Yeah, I reckon Guardians are going to be here in the next 30 seconds.
But they'll be counted by the mass ghosts, you see.
Exactly. 306 Slayer. Pretty,
yes,
decently
because
tiny.
he did go with that later gas, right? And like I said, I expect we're going to see another hatchery. I mean, I could be wrong about that.
I mean, the meters will still be a bit late for 2-hatch, but
well, you know what's interesting? I think in the meta these days, having the mutas at really sharp timing is becoming less and less important, actually. Because, you know, people like to make a lot of lings these days, and harassing the Terran base is just becoming rarer and rarer, really, as Terran, I think, is more adept at putting the pressure on with the bio.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, he picked off that Overlord. I didn't even see that. How did that even happen?
Marines shoot up. I think that's how that happened.
But the cliff... what? That's actually critical.
I actually don't think the cliffs... It's very narrow cliff, so I think it's very tight to actually get the Overlord on. Wow. It wasn't there. It was like way closer to the... Unfortunate, but good pick off from Kraazy.
It's actually a huge blow because having that vision here of when the Marine's going in and out is extremely strong. And also, you're sort of messing up the build at a critical moment. We do have this 3rd hatch here, so we've got the 2.5 hatch build, just getting that macro hatch up. So, again, ash.Return not relying on a really fast timing here, just going to have the economy behind it. Do we need the bunker or don't we need the bunker? We're brave. We'll stand outside. It's a nice sunny day. Why not? Nothing bad ever happened to a Marine just standing around the natural.
It's got the bunker. They'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued that they weren't in it.
Couple of beers in there, and then the supply depot.
That's how you make them go in.
Yeah. We still haven't rescattered the Zerg, and we haven't put comsats on, so I'm a little bit worried. There we go. Let's go comsats.
Yes, Baal, the 3rd hatch is normal with this build. I'm just surprised you didn't go straight in with 2-hatch muta. Which, you know, I mean, fair enough, not everyone does, but it's just far and away the predominant build, so I didn't expect him to go with that.
Eggs are out. Going to be putting on some pressure.
Yes. Now, I don't see any colonies here. Hang on a second. Return has no creep colonies. Is he just going to die? Like, how do you stop this?
I mean, we could make lings.
He's going to have to. He's going to have to, but is that even going to be enough? I mean, once you get Stim... I don't know, man. He's not even starting a colony. Confident in Zergling's abilities, I guess. With the right engagement, maybe... Ooh, the distraction. Funnily enough, might actually save Zerg.
I think it'll save him, but
for what?
I think going in anyway is a mistake. I think this means Zerglings, you put down one sunk, and you have the Marines target the sunk, and then backstab with the lings.
I think if he was here, when the Lings hatched just now, I think he could absolutely win. But trying to move across the map against this, yeah, maybe not. I don't know, I just feel like this many Marines with Stim can actually take that on if they get the right engage. But yeah, now, turning back, a good decision. Getting the Overlord for his trouble, still totally worth it. But I was sweating there for a minute. I thought Return was going to die. But
Definitely a Stim would have entered that game for sure.
I guess he gets away with it though, and it's better to have the Lings and the Sunkens because they can actually move around. So, I mean, so far so good for Return. It's a bit of a shame to lose 2 Overlords, but I think he's still doing okay with this 3H economy. He does have to try and take a 3rd base now. That's the only issue he's going to have here. Unless he's just going to keep pumping Mutalisk on 2 base and try to attack here. He does have Carapace on the way, not attack, interestingly. Could mean a Guardian play later, but I mean, attack's good for that too. I don't really know what he's doing.
I've been seeing Carapace being more and more popular lately in like the Korean meta because of how frequently Valkyries were being built. So it could be just like adapting to that.
Okay, so Muta Harass going down, but here's the problem: he has no Sunks. Oh, hang on, the Bio getting distracted again. They're gonna take out those Lings. Oh, nice reaction, pulls him away. He does lose some though. This is the problem. It's hard for Return to harass here with 0 Sunkens because he's completely relying on army. Sometimes you have a couple of Sunkens. Maybe you need the Mutalisk to combine with them. Maybe you don't.
I think he's got more than enough Mutaling here though. Oh, the Ling's kind of bunched up there. That wasn't quite what you needed, but I think he still has.
Well, he pulls back.
Backed off the.
Well, okay, I have to criticise that in that engagement, he wasn't actually microing the Muta, they were just A-moving. And even in that kind of engagement, you don't want to do that, because it can go wrong so quickly with those medics healing. So not really quite getting the mileage you wanted, but he does reduce this Bioforce to the point that he's really not under much threat right now.
Yeah, and the Ling's sort of, adding to that, like with the mismicro, he also punched up the Lings a little bit there.
Oh, look at these turrets. This is this natural you're talking about. Terran is not messing around with this natural today. They're like, alright, screw it, Mutalisk, go away.
The thing is, even with those 4 turrets, like if we had like +1 weapons, like the 11 meter, you can still blow up that natural. It's kind of crazy.
Well, he's committing to this 2 base only muta play now. Drone's finally positioned for the 3rd. Remade some mutas here. How many are we on now? We've got 10 mutas here. Oh, seems to be 9. Oh, Rip Marine. Didn't even know. But yeah, Terran having a hard time moving out here. Now here we go. What did I say? 4 barracks. Factory starport coming up. Armory on the way. Ooh, so we are looking at Valkyries.
Yeah, like I
late
said.
Valkyries. Okay, we're both right then. Because I did say 4 barracks. They're not the fastest Valkyries, by the way. I mean, I feel like this is going to be a little late, but then again, the Hydrogen only just started, so you probably will have a window.
I think you'll be able to get 1 Valkyrie out at the 10-minute mark with... I mean, he's not putting an add-on on the factory, so who knows?
Yeah, he's just lifting it right up. Yeah, definitely he's going to try and go for Valkyries. I think you're right that he'll have a window to push with 1 Valkyrie. Well, hang on, the Marine's pushing now. Ooh, I don't know about this. I mean, it's a lot of Marines, but if the Mutalisk can whittle them down, it's going to make his push weaker ultimately. Ooh, bad swipe there. Doesn't get a Marine somehow. Pulling back. I mean, okay, Terran's getting some space on the map so far. But like I was saying, I think you're right that he'll have a window with a single Valkyrie to attack. But if he waits for 2, the Lurkers will be ready. That's what I can foresee happening here.
That's exactly what I'm predicting. But we are going across the map with this buyer, and like the Zergs doesn't have too much map awareness going on here.
Yeah, I don't know what the mutas were doing. They need to be stopping this from moving. Terran getting a lot of space across the map for free right now, and if he clumps up again, the mutas won't get to have a good engage. He's going right in, actually. Okay, the Link's engaging as well. The buyer is a bit spread out, so it's like a pretty good engage for Zerg so far. Okay, takes out some of it, pulls back, I like it, but the Sunkens are not here to delay.
That was a very good pullback from Zerg, actually, because even he got all the buy that was out in the open, but then the rest of the buy was in that cherry. But now they're back in the open, and this is a lot of muta going right on top of these Marines. Everything just absolutely melts.
Yeah, he's going to clean it up. Oh, nicely done by Return. Return taking a big lead in this game now after cleaning that army up. What's your Valkyrie going to do now? Have anybody to back it up? Kraazy getting a bit antsy, maybe realizing that he'd been a bit late on the Valkyrie, and trying to push before it gets shredded by Mutalisks.
But then again, we do have a lot of Mutalisk, and if we get enough Valkyrie, they will be able to help with those heavy muta count. But I think the Lurk aspect will finish, and he'll just... I don't know if he's got any Hydras out yet.
He certainly does not. So, bit of a waste, but I mean, after cleaning up that bio, he doesn't need it. Now, we just have to be careful here. The Valkyrie is out. Does do a bit of damage there. But nice. Keeping it alive for now, and their value will diminish as time goes on here. Scourge actually being made, so it looks like Return determined to still get the most out of these Mutalisks. Gonna commit to taking out these Valkyries and still fighting with them. Are there any Hydras still? Anybody, can I get a Hydra, please? Oh dear. Like, if he got 2 lurkers out at each base, it would make a huge difference in his defensive potential here. I don't feel like it's that much expense to go to. Wow. Get 2 Valkyries out now. So, Return really relying on hitting with these Scourge here now. If he can't take out these Valkyries, he actually could still die here because the Hydra's not ready yet. The lurkers will still be morphing by the time Terran gets here. Once again, Zerg not really stopping Terran from moving across the map. The Valkyrie's overextending though. You do not want to shoot at that Overlord. What are you doing? Scourge! Oh my god, unpunished, but very scary. Oh!
Yeah, that was very scary. Oh, that one's getting punished for sure.
Well, I mean, it's a good engage for the bio though, because everything's getting distracted by the Valkyries. Terran's actually shredding it. He's going to clean up those mutalisks. And what's here to stop it? The lurkers, well, a lurker is morphing in the back, but that's it. There's a bunch of Hydras, which is just going to be free money for these Marines. Once again, the Overlord distractions. Terran needs to go now. Oh, those mutalisks healed up more than I would have thought though. Maybe they'll be able to stop this.
This buy is going to do so much damage to Neblime. Like, it's just absolutely nothing for the Zerg here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, one lurker, but yeah, scan, burst that down, and that's it. Like,
yeah, there we go.
Although that lurker did quite a bit of damage, and
it's still pretty cost efficient for Terran though to take out all these mutalisks.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, and the rallied mutalist not being microed either. The other one's come back in. He's going to clean it up, but at what cost? I mean, he's only just got his 3rd base up. Terran coming with reinforcements actually might still break through here. There's only a few mutalisks. Another Overlord going down. It's a bad day to be an Overlord. 1-1 for Terran. +1 carapace air.
I just realized we're on 5 hatches, so we don't have 5.
Yeah, we got the production. But we're only 3 gas. Sorry, 3 gas. You can only make so much here. Now, Terran to get the vessels out, I believe, or he's getting them out. I swear 2 got built already. There they are. And that's what he needs here now. I think the time for Valkyries is over for sure. I mean, 1 irradiator on that stack that does good damage, and these, like, 1 lurker is not that threatening. There's only 1, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you knew these mutalisks weren't here, if I were him, I would just go right in. In fact, there you go. Oh my god. Yeah, he's just gonna gun down these drones. Where are the mutalisks? Here they come. That is a lot, though. Maybe it would have been better to save 2 radiators.
Still got another irradiate. You can use those meters.
Well, once again, it gets cleaned up, but I think it's still good for Terran because he's killing drones every time.
Yeah, we're down to 33 drones.
And the
which is
vessel
still
count.
which is still quite a lot of drones.
Yeah, I suppose so. But what army does Zerg actually have? He has mutalisks and a couple lurkers. There is no hive, and there are vessels out, so this is pretty tough for Zerg.
Yeah, this is definitely like Battle Zerg. We're just trying to use meter lurker thing to like really break down the Terran. But,
no battle cruisers today. Cattlebruisers, no thank you, says Kraazy.
At least not yet.
He's gonna land it later, yeah. Oh man, now the damage is gonna start going down for these vessels. He's just sieging here. Now Zerg is safe for now with all these lurkers, but Terran's gonna get a lot of value. It's a long time before anything like a Defiler is gonna be out to help deal with these vessels. Zerg is up in workers, but too late, says Flying Brood. Well, maybe. Could be so.
Queen's Nest is on the way as well.
Oh my god. More irradiates go down. Dude, he could probably almost still bust this if he gets some reinforcements up here. GG, ash.Return realizes there's nothing to do.
For hire!
Well, I don't say it wasn't like he'd probably lose or anything, but it was an interesting GG timing. Before Kraazy made the deadly push, he didn't want to see his units die. I respect that. You know, just...
Well, Return went for like a massive, he went for a massive drone, like, cycle.
Oh, there's a drop in the main, says everyone. Oh, my bad. That explains it. My bad. Okay. Damn, we've been bad with drops. I say we. It's both for Zesky. It's not just my fault. I've been bad
I didn't
with
see
drops
it either.
today.
No. I didn't see it.
Babe, look, I'm deserving, so it's my job. Dang. Well, honestly, without a drop, I think you're still in a very dire position anyway. But yeah, I would like to see that. Alright, we're going to go into game 2.
What was in the drop, Kraazy? Was it a Kraazy amount of Marines?
That's low-hanging fruit, man.
Yeah, we still take them.
Alright, in the top right.
In the top right, it is the red Terran. He's up 1-0, fighting for Fightin Aiurish. It is Kraazy. And in on the other side of the map, in the bottom right, we have ash.Return in the blue Zerg. Can he do it? Can he take it back?
For Cattlebruisers, he's got to try. We missed DTs, missed drops. Wait, when did we miss DTs? What did DTs do?
What do you mean? We had the hero DT.
Yeah, we've been all over DTs there. Was there a DT in the main that killed like 100 drones?
I don't remember.
Look, if Zerg misses it, it's only fair we miss it too, right? Just giving you the realistic experience. In fact, you know, they were saying Kraazy distracted return at the front and then went with the drop. That's exactly what happened with us too. We're just giving you the first-person experience.
Oh, true, we missed the DTs because that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, what are we supposed to do, man? Tell them to decloak. Imagine...
Pretty standard going.
Imagine if that was a button you could press. Just decloak the DTs for no reason. I'm trying to think if there's any possible application ever.
To uncloak a DT.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be.
You never want it to, like, tank for some reason?
Nah, you just want it perma-cloaked, I mean.
I guess.
If it was cloaked, then you just do damage with the DT. I'm trying to bait a shot.
Yeah, I guess. Interesting barracks position, but I shouldn't harp on SimCity too much. I'm sure Kraazy probably knows
it
what
might
he's
be
doing.
gas. We might be seeing a gas.
Well, he already put the first depot not to wall. In fact, this barracks is not really positioned to wall, actually.
Well, I was thinking more like...
Factory depot?
Could do... No, I was thinking more barracks factory, and then going like 2 starports.
Yeah? I mean, again, wouldn't you want to wall off from the get-go if that's what you're doing? And no gas so far, so I don't think Kraazy's thinking about it. N6 says wish EMP DT would decloak for 2 seconds. Well, good news! We've got a game for you. We can recommend a certain game.
We can't say its name though.
No. Do not speak.
You're gonna have to work that one out on your own. Getting in here, seeing the lack of gas, big intel going on.
Yeah. Very important to do that drone scout for that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's why he put the barracks there. It was all intentional when he gets out.
Yeah. Oh, it still gets out anyway.
If he killed it. Dude, I am kind of worried if it's Mutilus. That barracks position is probably going to come back to bite him. We'll see how we go. Look, I won't detail my concerns until Mutilus are in the base killing stuff, and then I'll say, see, this is why. But we'll see what happens. Could be Lurker, you never know. You never know. What an escape, NCX, man. I don't know, man. I'm not enthused by that pun. It doesn't brighten my day.
Flying loved it at least, so there you go.
Well, he's looking after the people in the chat, which is what it's all about, right? So CV.
Pretty standard stuff going on here.
The SCV's paint isn't even scratched yet. Oh, there it goes. But dang, he's doing pretty well keeping it alive, honestly. Oh, is he? I cursed that twice. I just
you really did,
destroyed
didn't you?
that SCV.
And now Kraazy's gonna have to build comsat too.
Yeah, this really sucks for Kraazy actually, because there's still plenty of time for a Lingle in as well. Is he going to send another SCV across the map? Looks like he's going to make his bunker right away instead, which I think is a fair move when you lose that scouting SCV. But damn, it really is quite painful actually to lose it that fast. And like I said, it could be Hydra Den as well. It doesn't look like it is in this case, but Kraazy has no way of knowing.
We do have a pretty fast academy coming though, so
Ooh.
Definitely a stim rush.
Whoa, yeah, this is very fast. I didn't even realize. Wait, wow, that is... It's a long way across the map, but if Zerg is not expecting it, you know, based on last time, probably don't expect any Sunkens here. I guess he's betting that Ling or Lin will not be the play this time.
I mean, he's got the bunker, so Ling or Lin would be pretty weak here anyway.
Well, I was about to say there's much of a SimCity, but there you go. I mean,
you can't actually Ling backstab as well. In fact, you really just got to use the Ling for defense.
I mean, I feel like even with the bunker, if you don't get the SCVs to block, you can still absolutely die. But, oh man, actually, I don't know about this. Can medics still get through there?
Yes, they can.
Firebats?
I don't know about firebats, man, but you can kill the bunker. But you can kill the bunker later.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, you're right, they can't get through there.
Medics can, but medics smaller than range.
Oh, that's actually pretty good getting 2 Marines there.
Very good. Like, this weakens the attack by a lot.
And look at this, Return switching it up. I like it. Doing such a different style in Game 1. And, you know, I feel like Kraazy is absolutely prepared to punish no Sunks, but he scans like, oh, you did it this time, huh? And what is this push really with 4 Marines? I mean, you're not going to do too much, and it's a long way to go. So I'm liking Return so far. He's looking good. Only hatching 3 Mutilus at once right now, though. 4. I guess delayed the Mutilus for the Sunkens. As we were talking about, though... Oh, he moved the barracks. Good on you, Kraazy. I guess the sharp muted timings are like of less importance. And at this level of play, like these 2 players are really good, so I think they sort of keep up with that kind of thing as well.
Haven't quite started +1 yet.
I'm looking at it. I got nothing else to look at, man. When's he gonna do it? Here come 2 Mutalisks. 2 lonely Mutalisks. Their friends are coming though. Well, their friend.
Honestly, I think Return could have gotten away with 1 sunk in the natural. Now,
yeah, after taking out those 2 Marines, absolutely. Ooh, what's he doing with these 2 Mutas? They need to get out of there. What are they doing? Ooh,
and a little bit of peek.
Yeah. I guess just scanning the balance count.
+1 air weapons is on the way.
Oh, okay. So still a Mutalisks here. I mean, will we see the Valkyries again? Factory... I mean, it hasn't come up yet, but there's still time. I mean, I want to see the Valkyries, you know, succeed, because it's kind of new and exciting, right? At the same time, though, like I said, I do like Return's play so far this game.
I mean, the Valkyries were, not that efficient last game, I feel.
No, they were kind of useless, but they did sort of...
really late.
They distracted the Zerg units enough that the Marines sort of gunned some stuff down. So they kind of technically worked, you know. They didn't do anything amazing on their own, but they were there. They contributed to victory.
It was a conceptual victory.
Yeah, that's right. Man, look how many Mutalisks are out. He's still making Mutalisks.
Yeah, you generally want to keep making Mutalisks for like usually past 11, usually like 15, 16-ish.
Oh, Terran's figured out this gas space, by the way. He's looking for it.
No, I think that's a den place, so I think we're actually going to skip fast Hydra Den and get into quick lurkers.
Oh man, he's moving across. The Mutalisks lose track of the bio. It's going to come across and smash this base if the Mutas don't get on top of it again.
I think he scanned it. I don't
yeah, he knows it's there.
else.
100% knows it's there. It's just a question of how does Zerg stop him. He actually scanned it before he moved out here. Oh, just take out a Mutalisk. Well, he's buying time. If he gets a Sunken or 2 up, he can... Oh, nicely done.
A couple of Marines going a little bit too forwards there.
Okay, Sunken is done, but the Mutalisks need to stay close. They need to be very careful, because the Sunken can be gunned down so fast, and once it's down, the Mutalisks don't have much to do. Well, let's see. Gets 2 Marines out, and you know, now this looks very doable, but the Mutalisks aren't stacked. They're coming in and A-moving. That's not what you want to do here. The Marines absolutely shredding them. Looks like they might get cleaned up, but they're doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Mutas just jump on these Marines. Oh, the rallying Marines come across the map just to save the day. It looks like, yeah, these rallying Marines will easily push back these Mutas, which leaves this base fully exposed, which could potentially just end this game now.
I think Kraazy's got this. If he just takes out this base, there's not much Zerg can do.
Yeah, he needs to just stack his Marines and take a breath, but he's getting a little bit all over the place here. Oh, we can get the Overlord as well. That's extra dicey.
Yeah.
But yeah, like really, like especially since we went light on meter, like we don't really have we have to make more meter now, and we're just gonna lose this third base. And
Overlord.
Damn, it's putting Return in a really dicey situation.
Yeah, anytime you get reduced back to 2 base, it's really tough here. Lurker aspect is only like halfway done. I mean, what was I saying? Kraazy known for his like solid macro. While this fight was going on, he rallied those reinforcements, made the difference, and he's still teched up during all this. The starport's just coming up, and once vessels are out, I mean, what's Zerg going to do here? There's no hive on the way. Are you really going to be making like lurkers on 2 base? Queensness just starts. Scans continue to go down. Sees what's coming out of the natural. Sees there's no hydras or lurkers there yet. Terran must be feeling pretty great right now. I mean, it even looks like he could bust through. I mean, there's a few more Mutalisks now, but... Well, there's 11 Mutalisks. Okay, I guess you got to be careful.
Yeah. It's just in a bad spot for Zerg. We're just not in a position where we can shine all in the Terran.
The triple.
That was very nice.
Oh!
And a double. And another double. We're just absolutely tearing this apart.
Oh my god, he's destroying this army, dude.
Look at this meter control, man. Is this Jaedong? I don't know. I still don't think it's enough, though. Like, the Zerg's in a really bad spot.
Well, yeah. From that alone, he's still in a bad position, but this is the start of coming back. I mean, if he didn't do that, he might almost like get killed in his natural gear, but now, whittling this down, Terran's going to have to regroup and attack with vessels, I think. So buys himself some time to try and get back on his feet.
Yeah, we're still pumping out those meters. We don't make any.
Well, they seem to be worth it so far, don't they? The losers one just there.
They really are paying themselves off, though.
That was a really nice micro from Kraazy to pull that one guy back, but not for that medic. Oh, are you kidding me?
Just survived. It's like her entire her shield's like completely destroyed and like bleeding all over the place. And she just lived.
Man, they should get marine shields. Actually, then again, yeah, we have a game for that, don't we? Never mind. I guess the Terran learned from their lessons in Brood War and changed a few things up, huh?
Yeah, they ditched the medics and forced them to hand their shields over to the Marines.
Well, they got promoted. They get to fly a ship now. You know, it's pretty good. Alright, high ground for the Mutas here. Very dangerous for Terran. I mean, if he continues to move forward, he can avoid this situation, but he's going back up the ramp. A couple of Marines getting baited at a time. Return has gotten so much with so little with these Mutalisks. My god.
He's doing a very nice job with the meters, but, yeah, like, once these vessels are out there, these meters won't be... There's not really much protecting this.
No, I mean, before it was far worse. It's just as well the Mutalisks bought so much time. The thing is, this looks good for Zerg, but the thing is, Zerg is held back from any harassment, and Terran just doing what they want to get set up here, and he still has his position right here threatening the Zerg Natural, which is very strong. Now, I don't know what's going on with the army right now. It's getting a bit spread out, but the vessels are coming. I think that there they are. Once the vessels are here with Irradiate, the Mutalisks lose a lot of value, and very hard for them to harass. The Hive is finished, finally. So we see some Defiles coming up. Going to be tough to defend until that time. There's actually nothing over here. I don't know if Kraazy just scanned it again. I think he did. Yeah, I mean, there's no Nidus yet. It's the one morphing at the natural, but it's not built here. Wait, is this a Nidus? What am I looking at? That's the Nidus. But is there time? I don't think there's time. You're just going to run straight in there. Where are the Mutalisks? They're out of position, expecting an attack on the natural. Kraazy is going to drop this base once again.
Yeah, there it goes. Like, nice worm, and the one sunk defending it just absolutely gets destroyed. And so goes down the hatch. Like, now at this point, you either have to all in with Zerg or... Yeah, it's just not much quality of life we have after this.
Well, step one, he's going to try and take out this army. And he might catch it sort of straight out retreating, but the vessels are here. Oh, they might not be for long though. Oh. Radiate. There's one. Oh, goes for the Lurkers. The Mutal is still at large.
He put 2 on the Lurkers, but he didn't put any on the Muta.
I mean, decimating this army, right? Which is nice. Oh, there's still a lot though. Reinforcements again coming down. Enough to gun down most of this stuff. Terran
still really well traded from the Zerg. Yeah, it's just...
Well, it was a very good trade if you don't factor in the third base he lost, right?
Yeah, if you don't factor in the third base, I was going to say, like, the third base still went down. And, yeah, we have so many drones from 2 base.
Right, Defilers still being built.
Is that Overlord sight range?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Also known as Blank. See, we've got Hydralisk, Hatchery, Nidus Canal.
Blank. Alright, well, we're getting blank here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might have been a misclick.
I can only assume so. I mean, it won't be useless. Like, look at this guy hanging out. He's going to get that little bit more vision. So going around these locals. He should just pull back and turtle and try and use Darkstorm here. I think is the only way forward. In which case, I don't think he should be in front of the Sunkens like this. Oh, man. But these vessels are just going to destroy the lurk count before anything even happens. Are they looking for Mutalisks, or are they just doing what they can? No, they don't care about Mutalisks.
I think you're ignoring the Mutas now. Because if you kill every lurker here, you probably got enough bio upgrade. Like, as soon as plus 2 finish, you should like break this.
Well, he has +1 armor already, which is really strong against lurkers. So, oh, that factory is actually so sick here. This makes it so annoying for the Zerg, especially if he's trying to get those vessels. Dude, he could probably almost stim in here, I guess, still playing it safe, knowing that there's no third base for Zerg. Zerg's still expanding to this one location, and honestly, this is why butter is so bad for Zerg in this matchup. There's really nowhere else you can go, because everywhere else has, like, wide open or 2 chokes or some other problem with it. So, Zerg forced into this one base. Terran's all over it. It looks like he's already in position, although Lurker's trying to stop him. Wow. Nope. No thanks. Just gonna walk on through. And now he goes. Alright, Zerg's got consume. Vessels don't really have energy right now. Oh,
wait, but you know the Zerg's desperately. He's consuming Hydralisks instead of wings.
Consumes his Irradiated Defiler, which is a nice move. Gonna get something out of it. Yeah, Zerg's gonna try and push back with Storm now. Terran got a third base up here.
I really want to see Kraazy grab dropships here.
Yeah, just grab like 4 dropships and fly in. Wouldn't be much Zerg could do.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically though, he doesn't even need to make a move like that. He can be fine just containing. And he has his third base up. Are we going to see battlecruisers today? I don't see... No, the science facility is still lifted. Relying on these vessels. How many vessels does he have? Excuse me? Oh my god. Is that 10 vessels? Okay, 8 vessels, but still. Dude,
that's fine. I think 10 vessels is fine, and then after he's grabbed battlecruisers or...
Well, I'm just thinking Zoe's not going to keep up on 2 gases with this many vessels.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's just... You probably got enough irradiates to individually irradiate drones at this point.
That's what I start doing too. When I have too much energy, I'm like, well, might as well. Oh my god. No, there's nothing to stop these. Mutalisks trying to stay safe back here. In fact, he was ready for a drop, it looked like, but that is not what's happening here. It's all vessel all the time. All plagues out, gets 1. It was kind of a good catch to even get 1 there, because it was so far at the edge of his range. I'm kind of impressed, but Unfortunately, it doesn't net you much. Oh, he's going in. Maybe don't. Swarm and Lurker. You know, I don't know that much about StarCraft, but I don't think Marines can break that.
Not yet. Soon. Not yet.
Oh my god. Oh man, there was a way juicier target over there. Still gets some play down, and he's not done. Mr. Filer's still hungry. Oh, another one. That's a good one. Oh. Okay, Mutalisk might be able to clean this stuff up now, actually. A lot of it's played. Still just hanging in the main, though, but the vessels
Nah,
are
these Mutalisk. Like, these vessels are just gonna be too abusive.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, that irradiated on that. Well, the Filer, and on the other one as well. Oh, that was decent play. Got through that time.
Here come the Mutas. Well, these Marines are still all plagued. I wish he would at least get a few swipes in.
I think he's repairing the vessels.
Oh, is that why he sends them back? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Like I said, Kraazy known for his macro. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. He's only fighting with one arm behind his back right now, and he's still stimming in and trying to break this. Now, I don't know about this. All the Marines are plagued, so the medic energy's low and stuff. The vessels too. Return actually does a lot of damage here and picks off a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, this ended up being like you said, right? It's got a lot background.
Dude, he has no lurkers though. Every lurker has been irradiated, so it's very hard to actually do anything here.
Taran was just using a thumb, and now he's about to use his whole fist. So,
yeah, it's coming across. Well, in little bits at a time. But that's a lot of vessels. Man, he can irradiate every Mutalisk.
it's really hard to... It's really hard to come back from this point.
Well, here we go, he's coming out with some lurkers. Dark Storm is available. And Plague! Can he plague the vessels? No, he Dark Storms instead. The lurker's not even doing anything. They know their time is short. They know they're just going to get irradiated. He's irradiating every Zerg unit that is in the Zergling right now. Oh my god.
And then once it's dead, you can stim it, I think.
Yeah, it looks like there's a couple seconds here. GG.
GG.
Return doesn't want to see that.
For hire.
Alright, that'll make it 2-0 for Kraazy. Very convincing, solid bioplay. And that means... Oh, Kraazy said keep an eye on the dropships. Oh, I missed a drop in the main again. Sorry, man. Look, man, there was another fight going on that you won anyway, so be satisfied with that. Sorry. I gotta keep an eye on drops more. At any rate, we have 3-2 victory in Tier 0 here for Fightin Aiurish. Very nicely done there. Some really awesome games. Glad to see it. Thanks for joining me, Zesky. Wished a huge recall since yes.
Yeah, no worries. It's a fun pass. GG everyone that played. You all played very well. It was very close.
Now, CPL casting is not done. We have Ern, who should be going live very soon, if not already, to jump.
Already is.
There you go. Ready to jump in with the next group, which I don't actually know what he's casting yet, but I'm sure you'll find out if you go to his stream. We're going to raid him. Hang around for just a second and you'll join that. Thanks, everybody.